Howdy! My androids, my gynoids, and my non-binary androgynoids. It's me! Kreed! Hi. How are you? I'm doing PogChamp. Which, I mean, I'm on the verge of an anxiety attack. So, you know, here or there. That lovely song you just heard was by some little-known niche musician. You guys probably don't even care, I'll not even mention it. Anyways, today we're joined by the most, what the fuck would be the prefix here? One second. I guess it would be Gathanoid? The most Gathanoid. It's
me. Yeah, so I've heard good... I think I've heard good things about this game, but I don't remember any of them.
Sorry, I just took my headphones off because they were twisted. What was that?
I said I think I've heard good things about this game, but I don't remember any of them.
I also heard good things about this game, but most I know about this game is just through like the general idea of there are sexy robots. It is a horror game. And also I've seen smut of it, but that's neither here nor queer. Anyways,
I had no idea it was a horror game. Like, I actually don't know anything about it. I think I knew there were robots.
Let's see. Why anxiety? I'm on my second cup of tea for the day, and I took out the strong stuff because I realized I needed to draw an entire thumbnail for this stream that I really wanted, because it's like a main... It's an actual, like, big game. I wanted to put, like, a lot of effort into making a cool thumbnail, for which my thumbnail's pretty fucking awesome. And I was like, I need the focus and the energy to do it. And so I decided, what better way to do that than to pop an Adderall and down it with strong tea. Turns out my anxiety disorder really does not take kindly to me fucking with my biology like that.
Wait, did you mention the word alcohol?
No, Adderall.
Okay, I just... Oh, right, okay. People really like this one and make such peak Yuri. I hope I can make peak Yuri one day. I have plans.
Jane says, I will say Kreed and the SIGNALIS MCs fit in the thumbnail kinda hits. Let me pull the thumbnail up on screen real quick so people can...
I have plans, I have schemes.
Can check it out. I do really hope people, like, really like the, me drawing the thumbnail for all of my streams.
I do very much respect it. It's a lot of work that you put in. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I just hope it, like, you know, gives people on the thumb when they're scrolling through their feeds a little bit more eye-catching than just be like, oh, it's just a picture of gameplay.
Yeah. Plague, I'm not sure how to break this to you, but Isha and Malile are not girls.
I gotta change the live chat. This game actually got you. Okay, all I remember this game is lesbian. I have those hopeless dorks of yours. Yeah, that'd be Yaoi, not Yuri. Lesbians, Resident Evil, Silent Hill feel. I mean, the only Resident Evils I've played are Village and the other one.
Oh, Plague, I see. Well, I'm gonna pretend I don't know what you're
Revelations.
talking about. And just, I don't know, you said hopeless, so I just assumed hopeless organic.
Oh, they meant, yeah. Okay. God damn it. Don't message me the dimes for crimes. I have an alarm that was labeled "Dimes for Crimes," and now I can't remember why I labeled it that.
Was that recent?
Yeah, it just went off. Let's see.
Did you recently make it?
Yes.
Okay, would I have...
It was the alarm to wake up this morning, but I set it for PM instead of AM, it seems. Okay, I understand now.
Oh my god, okay, well, it's a good thing I woke you up.
Yeah, okay, do the thumbnails of putting yourself in the character's design. And somebody finally hit a massive inspiration boost. I'm going to fucking shit on my drawing right now. Cool, congratulations. Always fun to be doing drawing. Speaking of which, check out my cool-ass thumbnail. Rotate sideways.
I'm about to close this game, but I just want you to know, I just got, like, kind of deep into Dungeons & Degenerate Gamblers run. I don't have hearts in my deck, and I never got the thing that lets me get the loyalty card that lets you heal. So I'm just like fucking Pierre and the don't get the bite video. I didn't pack my fucking gloves, kids. I'm just gonna die.
It happens. I will say one of the main things that made this this take a bit longer than expected is this fucking icon in the middle here. Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that should be pretty easy. It's just a six-way radially symmetric symbol, but it's not. It is radially symmetric for parts of it, but it is bisymmetric for other parts of it. Like these parts are mirrored on either side, but this part is different to these ones, so it has to do differently. And then after I had completed the white part, I then realized there was a gray part that was around it as well when I was looking close to the icon, and so I had to go and add the extra layer to it. But yeah. If I just hide all the fucking things. You get to see the me in this fucking getup. Looking pretty slick with it. Why didn't you just look for the symbol and snatch that? Because I don't like doing that. I like actually drawing everything myself. From the symbol to the lettering for the titles. Every single thumbnail you see, I draw everything, including the title and whatnot. Wait, how does this affect the Kreed canon? Did someone just make them a kaiju-sized spacesuit? I assume this is just a different take on Kreed, but as a robot? Given that they have, I don't think they're wearing an outfit. If I had to guess, I don't think they're wearing an outfit.
Wait, are you, canonically always the size of a sea monster?
No, there are multiple Kreeds. I'm just in whatever one is Kreed.
Okay.
Sometimes you have a Kreed tiny, sometimes you have a Kreed big.
You just go around possessing different plush toys?
Just whatever Kreeds are I feel like being in. Buy the Kreed Fumo reel. At any point, it could decide to be a Kreed and start stealing your stuff. Anyways.
So in reality, Kreed is just the cursor from that game Dreams that lets you click on a guy to possess it.
Well, yeah.
But only for plush toys in the shape of Kreed.
I'm an eldritch horror, Mako. And I spelled that WHORROR. I'm inhabiting the plush. That's how it works. Okay, anyways, let's get this game open. We've been jibber-jabbering for long enough. Okay, let's see. Kreed is Ultron. I'm not Ultron. It's not like a hive mind like Ultron was, where there are a bunch of bodies all inhabiting the same consciousness. There's one Kreed, it inhabits a singular Kreed plush, and that's the one that is Kreed. The first noise I hear upon opening this game is a whale call. Always a good sign.
Oh, by the way, without going into any detail on what this is, you know how, like, that one place said that the document I submitted wasn't good, even though it was fine? I got a proof for that thing anyway, so I don't know what happened there.
Nice. Not spoilers, but actual... Okay. Would you like tips on how to play? I feel like I could figure out a lot of the stuff on my own. I'm pretty good at video games. I'm the gamer. I game. It's what I do. But, like, if it seems like I'm an idiot... What was that?
Would you like your co-host to be able to see the game?
Well, yes. It just got open. So, stream SIGNALIS. Okay, language, English, mouse aim cursor. Great holes secretly are digged where Earth's pores ought to suffice. What?
Like, people should just be mining in caves, but instead they're, like, blast mining and shit.
Dude, Minecraft for real? It's like when people figured out that, like, doing the really thorough mining thing where you, like, go in a grid system is actually far less efficient than just going into a cave and just mining. That will get you more ore statistically, faster statistically.
Dude, that's how I've been playing Minecraft, like, forever. Like, people who actually just, like, sit and just dig tunnels, like, near bedrock, it's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, I mean to try and juggle on watching and talking here, but not getting distracted on doing this drawing before I lose the steam. Yeah, believe in yourself. Focus on your drawing. Okay, so let's see. Well, gotcha. Oh, you're in for a treat. Well, to preface, it's a Resident Evil system-like game. Okay, so does it have a cool inventory system? That's a very important aspect of a Resident Evil game. If it has Resident Evil-style inventory system.
You don't really even need to ask. We'll find out.
Yeah, that's the main. I'm not saying to answer whether or not these things are in it, but I'm saying when you say Resident Evil style game, I'm thinking about what comes to mind. I'm gonna have to solve puzzles. I'm gonna have to kill zombies. But I should conserve ammunition because it's probably limited.
I think the actual only thing I knew about this game before today was that it was sci-fi, and that's kind of still all I know about it.
So it's like sci-fi survival horror Resident Evil style game.
It's sci-fi and there's a girl in it.
It probably, if it's a Resident Evil like, then there's probably collectible in some way. And what the fuck is the other thing I'm thinking of? There's another, like, noted Resident Evilism. Am I going to be stuck in tank controls, or they actually make it work? Did they choose an actual thing?
What is the inventory capacity options wildcard?
Control styles. Oh, I can set it to tank controls! Hell yeah! We're not doing tank controls, I'm not an idiot. Text speed, we can go normal. Combat accessibility. Adjust the difficulty of combat encounters. Return survival horror fans, enemies deal more damage and are harder to kill. Casual.
Recommendations for this as well?
You deal less damage and die faster. So survival, definitely, because I'm not a bench. Mouse here sets mouse cursor behavior. Show mouse cursor only when aiming. Never show a mouse cursor. Or always have it on. Some options. Inventory capacity. Adjust the difficulty of the inventory management system. Rule of 6 for experienced survival horror fans. Extended. Emergency requisition for those who struggle to from managing inventory space. Revised. Rule of 6. Modules do not take up inventory space. I don't know what a module is, so that's not...
revised by default, right?
Yes.
I would probably go with that because, well, like Wildcard mentioned, like a flashlight. I'm assuming there's things that you basically always need that would just be stuck in your inventory the whole time. Wildcard says, please, please.
Okay, fine. So yeah, it's collect. You mostly silent watching this in case Kreed finds collectibles. So if I ever get the game, I can use the stream to leech off the collectible location knowledge. Okay. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Apply those. Advanced settings, automatic reloading. I can dig off because I'm not a bench. Photosensitivity mode. No. Prevent overhealing. Prevents the use of healing items when they would have no effect. Okay. Automatically equips available stun prods when appropriate. Prevents accidental discharge of stun prods. I don't want accidental discharge of stun prods. I could destroy healing items to clear inventory space. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Display, 1920 by 1080. What do you mean 239 hertz? That's 1 hertz less than I want. Give me 240.
What the fuck?
Screen mode, full screen. Do you have a yeah, you have windowed full screen. These, okay. Brightness. We want to turn that up a little bit because I know YouTube lowers it.
I do think it's funny that you have a 240 hertz monitor when I don't think there's like, I don't know if you can play any game other than maybe Bricadia that would actually ever have that FPS.
Okay.
Can I, you know, I just want to, hang on a second, I'm coming over there.
Pixel scale. Set the pixel magnification level.
So is your monitor at 240 right now?
I figure it says 240 hertz at the bottom.
I just want to like... Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
Yeah, that's why I'm good at video games.
I'm not sure if I noticed the difference from 120 hertz, but it's pretty smooth.
Okay, so, yep, pixel scale seems pretty good, but what happens if I fuck with it? Awesome.
Why did it get small? Okay.
Fitting pixel perfect. Letterbox. Images scaled to the screen size without destroying may result in uneven thickness. Distorted. Image scaled and distorted to fit the screen may result in uneven. Okay, I'm gonna go back to full screen on that one because otherwise it kind of fucks with it. Reflections on. Volumetric effects on, enemy effects on, film grain.
Can't wait to play Bricadia. We need more money.
Oh, hell yeah! For the ultimate resolution of 1080p or higher is required for this setting. Awesome! We're going CRT, baby!
Oh yeah.
Audio should all be fine. I don't have a controller. I'm playing with a mouse keyboard. Sprint style, hold. Aim style, hold, swap aim control. It swaps the left and right stick while aiming. I'm not using a controller, I'm using a keyboard. Mouse sensitivity, quick radio. Sets the module key behavior. Module key toggle radio directly. Module keys open the module. The module's key opens the module screen. Module's key toggles the radio directly.
Jaden, the screen looks better on stream than it does on Discord for me. So, Avery, if it's ever too bad for me to read, I'll let you know. But it's gonna be better for them.
Okay, let's see. So we got the quirt. We got little things. Tune radio with Q and E. Reload with R, of course. Modules with T. F to interact. I really don't like F to interact. I always like E to interact, but because tune radio seems to be something I'm going to need to do in 2 different directions, I can kind of get why it's there. Use tool is C. Okay. Inventory tab. Is this a game that is going to... Okay, no, it's not going to minimize when I press caps lock. And then shift to run, always good. Ready weapon, so, you know, aiming. I can tune radio with my scroll wheel, so I can and I can probably change my E to my interact to E because I don't like doing that. I can also reload with my side button and use tool with my side button. Nice, that's actually really convenient. What does alternate do? Interact E, reload, use tool with F. Oh, that's a lot more convenient for me. Yeah, I like that one more. Anything else to know? Azerty. Yeah, we're going with alternate rules.
You know, it just occurred to me that we're doing that thing on Friday, and it would be nice to have more than $0 in both of our bank accounts for that. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do like actually anything.
Yeah, that is a shame. We went to the vet today. We don't have a lot of money.
Yeah, the bill was more money than we had.
Yeah, so we paid what we could, but you know,
because we got a dog who needs some things.
Ear infection. Fucking. They got bowel problems, but I think that's probably fine. I think they just ate something bad. Fucking eye problems. Being like a 12, 13-year-old dog kind of does that to you. Alright, I think that should be everything. System calibrated. Some parts of this game may be considered violent or cruel. I do like things being cruel sometimes. SIGNALIS. Press indicate profile 1. Hold any key to switch profile. Eyeball. Begin setting credits quick. Yeah, that's just the things that we already did.
Well, the thought is appreciated, Renaka. Half-Life uses control to sprint.
I like this effect of the eye being like, it's sort of 3D, so like you could see into it, like a cylinder, because given that they're a rabbit, it would be a camera.
Well, it's also just how actual eyes work.
I know, but it's how the actual eye works is that it's sort of there's like a lens over the sort of aperture. That's the word I'm looking for. Over the aperture, then you know have the hole and everything's just black in there. So the fact that there's like you could see it goes inwards is kind of cool. I don't know.
It's okay, chat. It might be okay, but also, if you want any drawings or models done, please commission us.
Bunsy Bunny says, wait, you're not a doctor? What made you think I'm a doctor? What? I couldn't even begin to read some of those words there. Wake up. All lowercase. I always love the electric, like, hum as something turns on. We got squares. Some of them are blue, some of them are orange. That top symbol was one we saw before when it said calibration complete. Okay. Cool. We are a rabbit. Yeah, that symbol. LSTR. Let's suck the rod. Okay. Map maintenance. Okay, lower deck. And it says maintenance lower deck, and I assume our thing is our ship, whatever place this is the Penrose 512. Named for famed mathematician Penrose, famous for creating
Wait, never mind.
What?
I was just confused. Also, Renoka said they try to commission you.
I did drop. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to do that one. I just basically finished a com today, so that one should be good. So I should be able to work on more ones soon after. But yeah, Penrose, famed mathematician. Two most famous things that they are known for is the Penrose staircase, which is that infinite square staircase you see in the optical illusions. Another one was a room where no matter where you put a light, there will always be a shadow.
May I also say something about Roger Penrose?
Sure.
Last I checked, his theory on consciousness is that there's these tubes inside of neurons, and those are the things that allow for consciousness. I forget the explanation, but it seemed pretty fucking silly to me. But, like, he's a mathematician, not a neuroscientist, so it might just be one of those things where it's like, okay, buddy, stay in your lane. Or maybe I'm the idiot and he knows exactly what he's talking about, but I don't know. The idea that, like, a specific shape of a thing inside of a cell is the thing that gives rise to consciousness rather than the cells communicating to each other just feels silly to me.
Okay, we got a little chart over here. We got no module, no data in our memory, which I assume would be like logs of information. And then under diagnostics, we have a hex graph containing hypersensitive to catatonic, and then over cluttered to fragmented.
It actually is kind of hard to read some of that with the CRT filter, but
that's good enough. Cool. It fits the aesthetic. This is just like fucking Ultra Kill, where the character canonically just sees everything like this. Yeah, it was like, if for Ultra Kill it was confirmed by the dev that the reason that it has like PSX graphics are because the protagonist to save on like electricity for their body, since they're a robot, they have as low settings to look at things as possible. Which is a funny canonical way of making the aesthetic work. It is all diegetic. Anyways,
Man, I wish there was a substance that could make me see in PS1 graphics.
I wish there was not any substance that made me see in PSX graphics. I hate modern PSX graphics. I hate texture warping. It's not cool. Anyways, our status
Does it, like,
is not
bother you? Because it bothers some people.
I just don't think it looks good. Because, like, when I think of games back from that era, I don't think of that. And then I see that in every single PSX-style game. It's like, yes, it's a cool aesthetic, but it's not really a thing that happened. It feels... Not really. It really feels like, when people make pixel art-style games, and they make really good pixel art, but it's not the, like, pixel art from, like, a retro game that they're trying to emulate. Because remember how, like, CRTs are designed to blur pixels to make the things look good? We saw all those things before. It's like that, where it's like, you're not actually capturing the original aesthetic, you're making something that gives a sort of false memory of what that aesthetic was.
Yeah, I never played PS1, so I was just, like, not sure.
I grew up on the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2. I had a SNES.
There's play more Silent Hill 2. I didn't stream on Tuesday because I felt like absolute shit, but hopefully... No, I did stream on Tuesday. That's right, I just didn't stream Silent Hill 2, but I'm hoping I will tomorrow.
PlayStation 2 is currently in my room, along with a Sega Genesis.
Man, I just looked at one of your VODs for Super Mario RPG. That game looks so fucking good, like with the CRT filter and everything. Like, it's crazy. It's like, it holds up better than modern games. Like, a lot of it just looks better. It's like, obviously it's old and pixelated, but it just looks better than like half the shit they put out these days.
There's a lot of power in aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, I assume that blue bar is our health, because the plus, and it says nominal. And I assume so it'll go there. If it turns probably yellow and then red, it means that we are injured. I'm not certain any of those other things mean anything. we have the first mark is a K, and then what looks to be a degree mark, which I assume would be Kelvin. And that is very cold if that's the case, because Kelvin, it starts at absolute 0 and doesn't hit freezing water until 273 degrees.
It's a little chilly. A little hard to think when you're that cold, I think.
That second one that's kind of beating is, I assume, is it a heart rate? Do we have a heart? I mean, the nominal meter is beating as if we have a heart. Percentage T, not certain. P, and then HP. Obviously not our health, because that would be the nominal mark.
Has anyone made a modern game with the Super Mario RPG aesthetic, where like you have a 3D model, then you convert it into pixels, and then you like fuck with like, I think they like, my guess is they traced the 3D models with the pixels, but they did it in such a way that like it would line up with the CRT and cause the 3D effect to sort of come back. It's like 3D converted to 2D converted to 3D, and I really want to see more of that because it's so fucking cool.
I like what they did for Tenna and Deltarune. That was a fun way of capturing the aesthetic.
Yeah, but this just like, you know, he was just like stretching pixel art.
This door cannot be opened.
Like, he didn't have a CRT 3D-ness to him.
Mako, he was a 3D model put through a filter.
Yeah, but he didn't have like the Super Mario RPG thing where like the pixels like brought back the 3D-ness. And also, Mario RPG is a much lower resolution, so like it's like the difference between 8-bit and 16-bit, you know? It's like, it's a different art style.
Lester Elm. Redeparture logic moduli.
Oh, you plan to wildcard?
Lana versus Chiff.
Keep me updated on that. Honestly, I want to hear about your progress on that because it's really cool.
Generation Penrose 512. There's the Penrose 512 again.
This game is German, apparently.
Yeah, that would make sense with the language. So, given that it's German, it shouldn't be impossible to figure out what some of these things are saying. Reparture logic moduli. I don't know what reparture, but obviously logic moduli mimics the thought of a logic module of some sort. Obviously we know what a Penrose is. LSTR features repair, reparture, repair, logic module. Serving our great nation as ship technicians aboard the scout vessels of the Penrose program, LSTR-type replicas, with a K, like yourself, are equipped with a specialized repair logic module, RLM. Red Letter Media. Allowing them to quickly and easily repair both themselves and important mission equipment. Accessing the RLM functions, enter the inventory screen by pressing Tab. Select the item to repair with a D. Press E to open the command menu. Select the combine option to enter combine mode.
Man, this stupid bitch has to like manually repair her own body. I have like little guys inside of me that just do that for me. I don't even have to tell them to do it. Like, it's great.
People be like, we'll never have nanomachines. Bitch, what are you made out of? While in combine mode, select a second item to repair. Press E again to combine both items. To repair damage to the replica body, select a suitable repair item and simply choose the Use option from the command menu. Sometimes it can be helpful to take a good look at an object from all sides. Select the Inspect option from the command menu and enter Inspect mode. While in Inspect mode, use WASD to rotate the item and look from all sides.
I just had an idea for a fictional setting that is actually I'm pretty sure this is actually how it's going to go down in real life. People are always like, oh, robots, they can't feel emotions, so they're some of them are jealous of humans for their ability to feel love and such. And then humans think that robot bodies are super cool, so like people want to be robots and cyborgs and stuff. But in actuality, robots are gonna be like way happier than us.
Picked up
because
adhesive
like
tape.
you know, their brains are designed. They can just be like programmed to be like less painful than ours. And they'll probably be chill. They'll be smarter than us, so they'll be nicer to each other. There'll be a lot more empathy. But when their bodies get damaged, they have to like fucking go to a shop for every little scratch. So in actuality, it's the robots that are going to be jealous of our bodies, and it's us that are going to be jealous of the robots' like mental capacity. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Am I wrong, Avery?
No, I think we got some points there. Okay, let's see. The Penrose 512 Scout Vehicle Status Monitor. I'm trying to figure out if 512 is a reference to something. Nothing immediately comes to mind. Because if it was 612, could be a reference to the like astronomical body. We found that we don't really know what it is, but it's massive and dark. Status: critical system failures detected. Nobody ever wakes up on a ship and everything's working fine. Location: unknown planetary surface. Great. Report: crew status: A. Young, Gestalt pilot. I forget what Gestalt means. I used to know what Gestalt means. Mako, Gestalt. No signal. So
I should know this from Nier, but it's been a long time. Also, don't say it in chat because they're gonna also play Nier at some point.
LSTR 512. Replica unit. Active. Mess hall.
Is this the mess hall?
I assume that's the room we are. I assume we're LSTR 512. So I guess that means our name is Lester.
No.
I mean, 512 would be EAB, so it could be pronounced Eab.
Name isn't Lester. How fucking dare you? Also, chat, we're not gonna have this conversation on Avery's stream because it would take up the whole stream, and I've taken over their stream too many times, especially when like they're clearly interested in this game. But remind me tomorrow on my stream to like argue with anyone who doesn't think that like robots should make us irrelevant compared to them, because I think like robots should basically replace us, not like forcibly, but like, you know, we'll become irrelevant and they'll like take over, and I think that's good.
I think robots should take over and should make us wear collars and walk us on leashes and call us good boys and girls.
No, I'm not talking about an authoritarian Matrix style.
No, I'm not saying authoritarianism, man. That's not the topic here.
Okay. I'm just saying
everybody agrees to this.
The robots will be nicer than us and cuter than us. And that's all I'm going to say on it until tomorrow.
That's going to be very difficult on account of how cute you are. So,
well, you know, if we want to have that conversation, we can have it tomorrow on my stream because I think it's really interesting.
That's fair.
Unless Avery actually wanted to talk about it.
And I don't know. I feel like people would disagree. Anyways,
Funsy Bunsies, you are the only reason you are saying that is because you have this urge inside of you to like fit in with the group that you align yourself with. That group happens to include like the entire internet. So when a meme comes out that tells you to hate a thing, you just like hate it.
Like, there are technologies you can hate, but you don't want to hate just the idea. You can't just be racist to a race that doesn't even exist yet. You probably shouldn't be. Anyways, warning. Surface temperature critically low. Wear protective clothing during AVA. That would explain why the temperature inside the ship seems to be pretty damn cold.
If you're going to call a non-sentient robot a clanker, that's fine. It's not going to give a shit.
Temperature low. Wear protective clothing during AVA.
Talking about sapiens here.
I know an AVA refers to going outside of the ship, but I cannot at all recall what it actually stands for.
Jane, I'm just saying you would be like politically irrelevant, basically. Like humans would still exist. They're just not gonna be like the kings of the jungle will just be like those weird guys that like gave birth to the machines, but like, you know, the machines are gonna be like doing our shit for us.
Because no, I'm thinking of an EVA. EVA is apparently an extravehicular activity because you're going outside the vehicle. So what's the AV stand for? I assume is just the German word for extravehicular.
Okay, let me put it like this. If you do two things. One, if you make a robot that's just better than a human in terms, like, you know, mentally, and in many other, like, just as many ways as possible, like, just is a better person than the average human. If you do that, and you give robots, like, citizen rights, then we will be replaced, not forcibly, but just because, like, the robots are gonna be the ones that get elected. The robots are gonna be the scientists who figure shit out, and, like, they're just gonna handle everything better.
I think
they're gonna like replace us in the same way that someone who's good at a job gets hired for the job. They're gonna be better at all of that shit. They're gonna be better at everything than us.
Yes, but think about it this way. That's stupid and terrible on the grounds that it means that robot people will not be able to enjoy the concepts of the idiot fail girl. Because they'll all be so perfect and smart and whatnot, they won't have idiot fail girls like Kasane Tato.
Dude, they could, like...
They would have to program stupidity into themselves just to enjoy idiot fail girl.
Yeah, in terms of being able to relate to one...
You know that if you make robot, they're going to, like, at least some of them, if they actually have, like, personality, some of them are going to want to be human, and that means they're going to want to be stupid as well. The lock is defective. The door cannot be opened. Like,
I don't know. Like, would they be capable of having, like, that kind of dysphoria?
I mean, if you want them to be us but better, then, like, why not?
So, like, I'm not saying it because, like, it might not be based on the human brain. It might just be like why would we give, like, a lot of shit we have is just for survival. Like, they don't need to have the urge to have sex in the way we do. Now, we should give them the ability to have sex, and sex that's, like, better than anything we can even possibly imagine. We should do that just so that they can have that for fun. But they're not going to feel like they need to do it, like a lot of fucking guys do.
Achtung means exit, doesn't it?
Well, Jaden, if they have sapience and they're citizens and they just happen to be getting hired for everything, like, who are you to stop them? At that point, it's authoritarian to not let them take over. Like, if they're just better than us at the shit that we do, why should they not be entitled to it? Like, we would have to be denying them citizenship at that point.
Enter still have controls locked. Insert key card. We do not have a key card, I presume.
And if we deny them citizenship, they'd actually have a reason to be mad at us. Like, if you try to stop them from replacing us, like, peacefully, I don't know. Well, ideally, we don't program anger into them.
Decompression Gaffar. I like that.
I actually think we will, to be honest, because that's kind of stupid.
I would like to add further commentary into this. There was a Twilight Zone episode. I never saw it, but I, like, heard about it. Which was a person basically he dies and goes to the afterlife, and
Did you say this was Twilight Zone?
I think it was Twilight Zone, and they're basically told that it's hell, that they're going to hell, but they go there and it's nice. Everything is delightful. They go gambling because that's what they used to do, and they win big. But then they realize they just keep winning. They never actually lose anything. And so the issue becomes, like, everything is so perfect. It always goes their way. Nothing is ever a challenge. Nothing is ever entertaining because they have no struggle. And so that becomes the hell, an eternity where nothing ever goes wrong for you. And
Are you
Which
saying robots would also
I feel like
that?
robots, I feel like if we're making robots that are actually people, they need to be able to get bored or to dislike things. Because if they don't, they're not really people. They're just, they're not,
Okay,
people
hang
need
on a
individuality.
Why does the ability to be bored or dislike things indicate personhood? Are you telling me if there's someone who never gets bored at
You
anything
need to
and
dislike
doesn't
something.
are you telling me someone who like just okay, theoretically, if someone was born with like the part of their brain that's supposed to hate things just doesn't work, and they also never get bored, are they just not a fucking person to you?
No. You're not getting it. People do get bored sometimes. One of the like known facts about a human is that if you just leave them in a place for too long, they will find any means to entertain themselves, including causing pain to their own body for some reason. People need like entertainment and they need a motivator, and so like I feel like if you have robots, they need something that's motivating them. And whether that not, and so like boredom is just like a very simple motivator to a person who does not have biological functions. They need to be doing something.
They could have desires, but they don't necessarily need to have negative emotions.
Desire implies a negative emotion inherently, because if you do not get your desire, you have a negative emotion. You should be negatively rewarded for that.
Well, you could have no negative rewards, but still have positive rewards. So, like, you don't feel like you have to do something, but if you do end up doing the thing, it feels good. Why not have that?
What do you mean? I wasn't paying attention because I was reading Jaden's comment.
I mean, first of all, Funsy Buns, this has nothing to do with that conversation. Hell was just tangentially mentioned. So normally it's like when you're hungry, it feels bad when you're not getting the food, and then it feels good when you're getting the food.
Yes.
But let's say you don't actually, let's say you're in heaven, you know? Like, the way I think people would think of heaven is you're not actually ever hungry, but you can still eat when you want to, and it feels nice.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, I feel like that wouldn't be as satisfying. People like a challenge.
Okay, but what if it's like way more satisfying than it could ever be to you or me? What if like the emotions they feel are like fucking awesome?
The issue is that if that's the case, nearly all artwork would stop existing once robots took over, which would really suck.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you could...
Nobody would be able to relate to the concept of a struggle, which means nobody could relate to most character arcs. The reason people play video games is because it's a challenge to overcome. If they are so perfect that none of it is a challenge, then none of them are going to have fun with it. If you pit two robots against each other in Call of Duty, would they not just be exactly the same if they never have a negative outcome?
Yeah, they would certainly need individualities in some
I think that they need random EV stats like Pokemon. I think I think upon their creation, you need to randomly select, like, they like rolls a random stats at the beginning of, like, this is the PSI that your grip strength is, and this is the PSI of your thing. And then people can get into body modding to modify their own bodies to get whatever amounts they do actually desire in case they didn't like the initial outcome. Like, I mean, you could be a perfect being, but it might not be as fun.
I think, like, they could all just be made the same, but then their separate experiences and memories can affect them and give them individuality in that regard. It probably is important that they have opinions, and those opinions have to form somehow. And the reason humans have opinions about shit is because we have a lot of complicated fucking desires and aversions inside of us. That like color how we see different things.
Okay.
And like if we didn't have those aversions, we might not have very interesting opinions. I don't know.
Pause conversation. We're gonna play the game for a little bit. Off Clarung's Graumfazug. Type Penrose. Off Clarung's Graumfazug. That word does not immediately make sense to me. something though pep 4542. Okay, let's see what it's actually saying. Penrose type vessel, field operations manual. Penrose type vessels of the Yusan People's Navy are low-cost space exploration vessels deployed beyond the solar system's edge in the search for planets and moons fit for habitation or rich in natural resources to support the continuous growth of our great nation. Okay, so, first and foremost, you don't need to send a robot or a ship to go and see if a planet is habitable. We can do that with a satellite. Satellites are able to successfully, take a picture of a location and basically make a really, really long-range spectrometry of it to be like, yep, this has all the environmental factors that would make it fit for habitation. Unless you're specifically looking for a planet that has, already can support life and already has life on it, in which case, why would you be doing that? You don't know how your body's going to interact with that kind of wildlife. That's a stupid idea. And, again, why would you send a person? You would just send a probe. You don't need to send, is this faster? Is this better in some way? What is your goal here? Well, we'll find out. Space exploration vessels deployed beyond solar system to search for planets and moons fit for habitation or rich in natural resources to support the continuous growth of our great nation. I suppose natural resources would require something to land there, and I guess having some sort of person aboard means that they're able to control the landing in case it's dangerous. You'd want somebody who can actually do it because any technology can fail. But in the same way, couldn't a person also fuck up? Because you don't want to send a drone millions of light years away only for it to crash.
Can I say one more thing just so I can stop thinking about this topic now, because I can't stop thinking about it.
I wanted to get through this manual first and then continue that.
I mean, I don't even know if we're going to talk about it, but yeah, go ahead first.
Okay. Support a continuous growth of the great nation. All Penrose vessels are piloted by Gestalt Scout Officer, supported by a land survey / ship technician replica. Okay, so we're the land survey ship technician replica. Our name is Lester. This partner system of Gestalt replica cooperation has proved successful in countless previous scout operations. Mutual control and support allow both the Gestalt officer and the technician replica to perform at their optimal capacity. Built-in lesbianism. Once the vessel is catapulted toward... you don't want to see your manual say catapulted. Did we just chuck it? Towards the edge of the solar system by an orbital mass driver. Yes, in fact, we did just chuck it. Okay. The pilot may adjust the course from the flight deck, while the replica will take care of mechanical maintenance of the vessel. Okay, go on.
Okay. You give so if the robots are all just perfect and better and they don't ever feel any negative emotions, you say, well, that'll be boring, it'll just turn into a world of where just there's nothing interesting happening. You give them the desire for novelty. Some crazy ass psychedelic users think that the universe created itself for the sake of novelty, so there could be as many interesting things as possible and as many different ways to feel conscious. I don't believe that that's why that happened, but if you give that to the AI, then they'll make shit real interesting real fast. You won't even you go 3 seconds online and there's something you've never even fucking conceived of before. They're making the weirdest art you could possibly imagine. They're creating beings and other AI that just have completely different configurations of consciousness and feel the world in ways you could not possibly imagine. And still with the caveat that they do not create suffering by doing this, of course.
Why? I feel like that's a dangerous thing to be to give the main motivator being novelty. Novelty can make a person create suffering just on its own. So you need
that's why I give the caveat of not by creating suffering.
Yes, but couldn't a person want the novelty of what was it like for a human to feel pain? Let me program pain into my own body and then just do that.
Because suffering Pain is not the same as suffering. Pain is a sensation. Suffering is the feeling and the thought of like, oh my god, make it stop. I don't want this to be happening to me right now. It's the feeling of something is wrong.
Yes, but
Pain is just
if a
pain doesn't
person,
have to be that.
if a person's main driving motivator is novelty, then I feel like a person could, a being like that could self-motivate to be like, well, I want to know what extreme suffering feels like because that's something I've not experienced before. Because, you know,
Yeah, but-
novelty and curiosity would make a person be like, even if they only do it once, they'd want to do it at least once just to see what it's like.
Yeah, but they're not gonna like trap themselves or anyone else in it. They'll just like dip their toes in and get a little taste and maybe use that
I
as inspiration or
suppose.
something.
I
Like-
suppose that is true, but like it's just that kind of concern of like would they then, you know, motivate novelty into doing things that are immoral, and also at the same
Well-
time I feel like it's I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I enjoy novelty, but if I had the ability to, I wouldn't just, like, create the torment nexus just for the sake of novelty. Like, we're still going under the assumption that these robots have, like, reasonable personalities and, you know, like they like good things.
I feel
'Cause we
like
made them like good things.
one thing about the art aspect of what you stated, I feel like an issue. It would be very obvious the difference between human art and robot art because my art teacher pointed out that one of the one thing that is really good about like actual physical painting and whatnot as compared to digital art is all of the inflections, where all the parts that you could see where the artist fucked up and had to like recover from that. If a robot is like pixel perfect when doing any art whatsoever, then it will never have that same level of imperfection that people really like in art. Like,
Yeah.
even if a robot like tried to strive to emulate the human art style of imperfection, it would still not be a genuine imperfection. It would be a mimicry, and I feel like that would be an issue.
Jaden brings it up too that like if it's a human creation, it has a human touch that a robot just wouldn't be able to do, and I think that's fine. Like human art can have a human touch that robots don't really understand. But robot art could have its own thing that like we just don't get, but they really relate.
Dude,
to
I would
and
be
they think is
really
awesome.
interested to see robot painting because like I would be very interested to see how a person who is actually like muscle perfect being able to like create a work from their own consciousness. And for the record,
they'd have like they'd fucking make sitcoms where like a character deals with some human who like asks them a bunch of questions over and over like they're Google, and then another like the robot that watches is gonna be, oh man, that shit's so relatable. Man, those fucking humans do that to me all the time.
okay, now that we're over an hour into this stream and we've not gone further than 6 rooms from where we started, I feel like
I've only been continuing because
I know.
you've been
Hey,
continuing,
you
okay.
wanted to add another comment in on that previous thing.
I did.
Yeah, you literally were asked if you could interrupt the manual to state another comment, and then I decided you had to wait till the end of the manual, and then we continue talking.
I just wanted to say that thing. I didn't necessarily want to talk about it. I just wanted to give the explanation for why I don't think it's all going to be boring.
Okay, I don't know. I have concerns about the concept. Anyways, smeared diary page.
Maybe we can talk about it on my stream tomorrow if you want. I don't know.
That would be ideal.
Because I'm curious about your concerns.
Now, back to light-hearted, jovial times in lesbian horror game with our 6 concurrent viewers. Let's see. Cycle 57. Oak. Up from Cryo in Mess Hall. I was wondering, Elster, looking out, like some lost in thought, sometimes I feel is home. Okay, woke up from cryo, I presume cryo sleep, or cryogenic sleep, or something like that. Is that, you know, if you're gonna put a human onto a ship, you're gonna want to freeze them. In empty mess hall. I was wondering...
Yeah, but if you freeze them, then oops, their cells stab each other, right?
But no. See, the issue with the cryogenics is not the freezing part; it's the unfreezing part. See, we can. There's a difference between freezing and flash freezing. If you freeze something, like a human being, the water inside the cells will crystallize and explode, destroying all of the cells over time. This is why frostbite causes your fingers to fall off.
Don't get bit.
Yes. And so that's why also you don't refreeze meats and vegetables inside the freezer. It will turn them into mush because the crystals will expand and then break the cells, and then it becomes very soft and squishy because it doesn't have the same, tensile strength it had.
Wait, how the fuck are we supposed to make any use of chicken as a two-person household?
We buy less chicken. And also, technically there's more people here, so technically we would use more chicken if everybody ate, like, a family group meal.
So wait, but is it okay to put it in the freezer once we get home from the grocery
shop?
Yeah,
it's not unhealthy to do it. I just think that it is going to make it taste worse. Anyways, what you do is you need to make everything really cold really fast. And we do this by using things like liquid oxygen, liquid nitrogen, and you basically shoot that into a thing containing a person, and the temperature drops in there so quickly that the water in the cells do not have time to form into these sharp pointy crystals they like. They instantly freeze into whatever position they sort of were in, meaning all of the cells are unharmed. So that the body is perfectly preserved in exactly the same state it was. The issue is, while we can freeze something instantaneously, we cannot thaw something instantaneously. So, once you want them to stop being frozen, heating them back up is hard, because it tries to heat the outside first, and not the inside. You would need to find some way to heat all parts of their body at the same time in such a way where all of the ice melts simultaneously without also burning or exploding the cells of the body, which would cause damage again, or causing any sort of desync between what's frozen and what's not, because that would mean the cells that are not frozen would start dying immediately because they don't have anything keeping them going, really, while the things inside would, not be able to function. And then after that, you need to figure out how you start up the body again. Like, that's the last step, is, like, you could resuscitate a person, but once they're frozen, the electrical signal in their brain has presumably stopped. So you need to not only unfreeze their body all at once, you then need to immediately restart all function in their body at the exact same way that it was going, more or less.
For the unfreezing part, what if you just took radiation that was a frequency roughly the size of an H2O molecule and you just shot them with it a bunch?
The issue is that it would likely unfreeze the water closest to it than the water furthest away from it, because it has to hit that part first.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you would need to somehow radiate them inside and out. Like, the first thought that comes to mind is, if you cryogenically freeze them, you need to basically Iron Maiden them. You need to have, needles stuck into every part of their body so that it can heat up all parts of the body at the exact same rate. But that still doesn't solve the problem of starting the body back up.
So your brain is basically just it's just a bunch of looping circuits, and there's always something happening, and if that ever stops, it's you have to jumpstart it like a car again.
You would need to boot it like a computer. You need the first signal to start looping around to be able to set everything off. Yeah. You would need to figure out we would need to figure out where in the brain you could send the smallest electrical signal to start up everything at once.
I heard that on dissociatives, that the brain actually does just at least huge portions of it, shit just stops, and that allows you to experience moments of timelessness and out of body dissociation. It's fucking crazy.
1 second, I took too many diuretics. Mako, entertain the chat. Don't entertain the chat the way you were entertaining the chat prior.
Oh, no, to talk about advanced robot emotions.
Talk about something silly and funny.
Fuck. But I want to. Oh fuck. Okay, I'll talk about something silly and funny, but like, chat, you have no fucking idea what aliens and robots are going to be able to feel. Like, imagine the difference between the life experience of a flea and the life experience of a human. How much richer our lives are, how much more we're able to feel and think about. Now imagine going from that same step from a human up to something else, something with far more complex mind that is able to conceive of things we literally could not even come close to imagining, no matter how many drugs we take. This shit is gonna be so fucking crazy. Stop trying to alt tomorrow as who the fuck said alt? What? Where did you get that from what I just said? What? Anyway, something funny and silly. That's wildcard. That you are the one that took it there.
I return.
I couldn't think of anything silly and funny.
Why are you like this? Okay, so anyway, I was wondering, I would assume why, Elster, no, our name is Lester, is or was looking out...
Lester, I barely...
the flight deck window, like somebody, there's a space, some person lost in thought. Sometimes I feel like something isn't
Homer Simpson.
Yeah, like, given that there's letters after is, the first word that comes to mind is isn't. And then, so it's not is home. Would be isn't home. Or, maybe something. Unless there's the fact there's there's letters after home, the first word that comes to mind would be homesick. Like, is this implying that the pilot thinks that Lester is experiencing homesickness in some way? The Gestalt officer's sleeping bunk.
So we just wake up for the first time, or we just take a nap from our duties?
I assume they wake up from time to time to, like, attend to things.
I'm sure everything is definitely fine.
They got exercise in here. Exercise is very important when in space. You need to do it because otherwise your body will start atrophying because it doesn't like the gravity.
It does like gravity, in fact. Actually, no, it doesn't like gravity, which is why it works really hard to keep your muscles strong, so it can stand against it.
Penrose 512.
So it gets lazy when it's in space.
Diagnosticism for the cryogenic capsule. Okay, so yeah, that's just the only way to interact with this device. For the record, and the reason I did that specific pattern is because it's up there at the top right. Okay, so we are sexy robot doing sexy robot things. That's cryogenics, so I assume we want to go all the way down then.
I'm glad I'm not playing this. I'm such a little bitch about a lot of games. The instant I see a map and there's like a bunch of different rooms I can go to on the map, I'm like, okay, this is too hard.
A faded photograph is stuck to the LDAM controls. LDAM... Pick up photograph? Okay, so we got a vague idea of the person. We're definitely holding on to that. The landing and docking assisting monitor. LDAM. It's of no use to me now. Well, yeah, we're already landed. The port controls panel, there has been critical system failure due to a hard landing. I like the sort of aesthetic where we get to like look from the first person.
Definitely a cool art style.
The ship has crashed in an icy landscape.
Is that obelisk?
Yeah, there's like obelisks out there. The server control panel, the controls aren't responding to any input, probably an electrical failure. Probably the crack in the screen, I'm gonna guess, actually. Chip control panel, it's a lost cause. Control panel, judging from the readout, there's no chance it'll ever fly again. Okay, nothing really to interact with. So, I guess that's that. So, where the fiddle faddle am I going now?
Why is your walk style like such a like you're creeping? That is a creep.
Oh, because you are permanently in the autistic walk. Because, as you can clearly see, you do not have feet. You walk on points. And so, therefore, you always walk in the autistic way. Because I walk around the house like that sometimes. I will either walk on my tiptoes or stomp. Those are the only options.
I just either walk like a normal person or like you do in Bloodborne when you have the like mushroom head and tentacles equipped. Or just like slinking around fluidly. It depends on what I'm on. Or about to generally consider the autistic experience.
I want you to know, I have multiple friends whose sonas are robots and they have autism, so it all makes sense.
I used to want to be a robot. I used to have dysphoria about the fact that I was made out of flesh. I wrote a book about it.
Just general take here. I've learned two things about all my friends who have robot sonas. They're all autistic, and they're all trans.
Yeah, fun fact for anyone who didn't know, the actual driving, like the initial idea that drove Hopeless Organic's entire creation was the fact that I wanted to write something about what it felt like to be me, where I was just dysphoric with the fact that I was a like biological organism instead of an AI. But I got over it.
A small roll of adhesive tape. A transparent...
I'm like the...
I was going to say, a transparent polypropylene-based pressure-sensitive tape that can be used for joining, sealing, attaching, and mending. Carry on.
I'm like the opposite of that Warhammer faction, where they're like, the moment I realized the weakness of my flesh. No, I had a moment where I realized the strength of my flesh.
Okay, Krieger, does having a person that's a mess of code and a mask a robot sona? Yes, being made of code makes you a robot sona. Even if you are an AI, that would make you a robot sona. That's just how that works.
I love Neurosama.
Photograph. A photograph taken on self-developing film. Despite the damage, Ariane Young can still be seen on it. So we got...
Is that our wife? I don't know.
Their white hair kind of souped across the side. And there's the code we're looking for. Wake up in the morning feeling like... Two pieces of a key snapped in half lie inside the cryogenics pod. Pick up the airlock key. Not really good that it is... you know, in bits.
Wasn't there?
Key. Because this was the cryogenic pod that they stayed in. The question is, why was the cryogenic pod key? Why was the airlock key bloodied and torn in half? Like the note in the bedroom.
Why was it? Wait, who was in there? The
Ariana Young.
Yeah.
Ariana.
Why did she just leave it in there?
Well, since it's broken and seemed to be tossed in there, presumably it was so that we cannot get to it. I think Ariane might be keeping us inside of this ship. But the question is, like, if the key card to leave the airlock is inside the ship, where is she? Like, did one of the broken doorways lead out of the ship? Or did they leave the door open, toss the keycard in there, then close the door behind them?
If you're like not even interested in the designs of Pokemon, I have no fucking idea where the appeal of that series is for you. That's the only thing that is like good. Anyway,
there's so many good designs. Have you seen Smoliv? Airlock key. A magnetic keycard that allows access to the Penrose's airlock controls. It's snapped in half. Well, good old Lester Penrose knows how to make things work.
I like completing stuff. You know you could do that with like anything, right?
It's been mended with tape.
You could complete another game. You could buy...
Luftschluss.
What?
The thing says Luftschluss, which I assume is airlock.
You could buy a series of cactus pots and one cactus and take cuttings off of it every time it grows a new little nodule and plant a nodule in another pot until you filled out all of your cactus pots, and then you completed that. You can, Avery, what's another thing you can complete that isn't Pokemon?
Crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Man, the only reason to be playing Pokemon being completionism is crazy to me. We suit up.
Our outfit has the Chinese flag on it. Or at least something resembling it. Or is it... It's not the Vietnamese flag, is it? We've done it! Hour 30 in! We've reached the title sequence!
Yeah, that did take a while, huh?
I like that, of course, the spacesuit is form-fitting. I like the letterboxing moving away. That's fun.
It's just because the game quiet.
It's just currently like a hum right now. Cubes? Some sort of rectangle? Nether portal? Flint and steel. I am Steve. Wow, the worst possible staircase I've ever seen. Hey robot, you should 100% climb down this staircase of giant gap steps on a snowy planet with your pinpoint fucking legs. That's a great idea.
Some of the holes they mentioned.
Looks like I found shelter here from the blizzard. Wouldn't snow be falling in here? There's no point going up again right now. Can't access our inventory. There's a strange hole leading deep into the ground. There's a faint line glowing in the deep. Crawl into the hole? Not much choice, dude.
Chat member.
Emery says, what the fuck happened to the Capway? Why does he have huge tits? What are you talking about? You're going in a hole. I love hole.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
This is where we are?
The national flag. So that is the German, like, colors, I believe. Black, red, and yellow. But also has the red circle with the 3 stars. Like... What? I need to double check what flag that is.
No, that is Germany. Even I know that, probably.
Yeah, but like, if it's three. Like the first thing that comes to mind is like places like China and whatnot. But I guess it might not be. But yeah, because they said it was like the nation of it was like the people of Yusan. Is there numbers on the wall? I think somebody grabbed numbers on the wall there. Dark pictures of a coastline and an island. Are they photographs? Textbooks on radiology, they look old and worn. Old Imperial cereals. I'm pretty sure these are banned. Fascism.
I keep going back and forth on how much race shit I should have in my visual novel. I keep, like, going almost, but not quite too far, I think.
Heavy safe box wrapped in chains. Why did they decide they needed to not only put it in a safe, but then wrap the safe in 3 padlocked chains?
That just makes it look more suspicious and more stealable at that point.
The tall radiator.
I guess the red room is over there.
An ancient-looking tome lying on a table. It feels like it's calling to me. Pick up the King in Yellow.
Oh.
Picked up the King in Yellow.
Fuck, I forget how that story goes. Joe made a character based off of it in the initiative.
Off to a great start, then. I was not expecting the good old HP reference.
Oh yeah, Zinthara. We met Zinthara in D&D, didn't we?
Hold on, we're apparently preparing something. Octung. 39486. The number stations are getting to us. Great holes secretly are digged where Earth's pores ought to suffice.
The game is really quiet, by the way.
We are becoming black, and things that have learnt to walk that ought to crawl. Remember our promise. I assume. Yeah, it was just a quiet audio. Wake up. Signalis. Lang orbital. S23. Something, something, something.
I just have like very bad feelings about what this setting is going to be. Probably partially because the game warned us that there is cruelty.
Capital 1. Synchronization. Synchronization. So chapter 1 synchronization. Kernel replica. This is Generation 5. Persona, Lester.
There are moths around you.
Yes, I seem to
Also,
have
wait, where the
attracted-
fuck are we now?
We're in a bathroom. Action photograph that's taken on cell-deleted. Despite the damage, Alina Sio can still be seen on it. Let me look at this. Looks like the pigment was damaged by time and exposure to the elements. That's another person that has vaguely similar hairstyle to us.
We've time skip Mako. I mean, my initial thought is everything that just happened was a hallucination, and we're actually still on the ship.
Alina
But I don't know.
Sio. Also, I wanted to check something real quick. So let me open up the live stream. Because ain't nobody hide shit from me. A fatal exception has occurred at 00235120640036OA in LSTR.sys-000000FF. This may be caused by a hardware failure. If this problem persists, contact a replica technical service. Error code stop OXOOOE LSTR-512. Press any key to reboot replica logic.
Avery,
So,
we
yeah.
should get milk on Friday. Because we'll have a car, I think.
Sure. Milk Boy Ray. Kernel, Professor Replica, Petriab System, Generation 5, Lambda Songs, Shift, Technical Replica, Chipset Model, Kasagi 4, Start L System, DZS Test 256R, Gistel, LSTR Pioneer, Manipulator D14 ARM, 5 Fing, Locomotor D12 Vine KMP KT. Okay. Sorry, I just don't like missing. When a game flashes text on the screen, you know it's relevant. I came all the way here to find her. There's no turning back now.
Wait, what is your inventory? Do you have stuff that you had before?
We used up everything except for the photograph, but now we have a different photograph.
Okay, yeah, we no longer have that photo, so this either is before or, I don't know.
Diagnostics. I mean, that's everything from before.
Oh, so maybe this is the future.
Our percent T is extremely low.
Oh, this might just be for the player so that you don't miss out on any previous text. That might not necessarily...
Well, yeah, I
probably in the future, I don't know.
yes, but as a person who has played, like, Undertale and such, I am always on the lookout for ludonarrative, fucking... what's the word?
Cohesion.
Assonance? Consonance? The word that's the opposite of
Harmony.
dissonance. Harmony, that's the word. Other souls in various states of disrepair. Taking a shit. Okay, we're going on up. Where are we? Surface access. Lang Orbital Interchange, S-23, Sierpinski Facility, Transit Station. Welcome to the Sierpinski Facility. A pamphlet of some sort. Sierpinski. Welcome to S-23, Sierpinski. You've been selected or have elected to be relocated by Aeon to S-23 Sierpinski, located on Lang. At the frontier of the solar system, S-23 Sierpinski is the perfect place for a new beginning. At our prestigious vocational school facility, you will learn new skills to shape your future as a productive citizen of our wonderful nation. Here you will learn all about mineral extraction, ore refinement, and munitions production, helping the war efforts against the remnants of the Empire. Fun, cool, when you need to go to space to get enough natural resources to produce ammunition, you know you're not at a good position in your, cultural history. And of course, learning is not just about theory, and lets you earn your share while practicing your new craft right at the workplace. Concerned about your family, friends, former colleagues, ask a protector about our ration sharing plan. A portion of your ration marks will be sent to a beneficiary of your choice.
Well, that's nice at least. Avery, would I make a good villain?
Oh, absolutely.
Which would you rather see me in a story for? The anti-existentialist angle, or the robots should replace humanity angle? I'm not actually an anti-existentialist usually.
I think the robot one would be cooler. Because then narratively you'd have the sort of dissonance between the fact that you want robots to rule the world basically, but the robots themselves are not antagonistic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a key card with a note taped to the window at reception. Due to staff shortage, report new arrivals at Classroom 4C, Northeast. Pick up receptionist key? Receptionist key. Receptionist key. The key card that was taped to the reception window.
What would I do if I had Poochie powers?
Use receptionist key.
Talking about?
The service exit left. I don't need to go back. This is where I came from. There's no point going back. Okay.
Full unfiltered determinism for everyone. Jaden, I hate to break it to you, but we already have that.
No, we're not getting into that debate.
We're not. It's just that's a really funny thing to say.
It's
oh yeah, I would inflict everyone with this thing that already they're inflicted.
Is someone
with.
Watching? Yeah, that was the first thought I had here, is that the camera's following us specifically, which implies that there is some intelligence behind it. Something is watching us. Denk en de diaregel dat er tragende meer als seks gender stand by their private privilege. The rule of 6. Remember the rule of 6. Never carry more than 6 items on your person. Property is a privilege. Keep your pockets empty and your bag light. Okay, so in universe you can only carry 6 items because communism, I guess. The lock is defective. The door cannot be opened.
Unless, Jaden, your idea of me is basically just like a god, where I just control what the particles do.
Man, the world is my oyster, as long as I'm going in exactly one direction.
I personally think the anti-existentialist angle would make more sense as a villain story.
Wait, it cannot be opened.
The robot thing, I don't want them to actually, kill us or anything like that. It wouldn't be that villainous. My role would basically just be to...
No, the screen's red. Yeah,
let's... just increase their, political relevance, which I don't know how good of a villain story that could be. I guess it could be interesting if you do it right.
F29. Service request form F29. Date of filing service request form 84-21-4. Full protector ID of unit filing request. Euler S2309. Replica. Status staff department not known. Protector ID of unit processing request. RR. Pirate. We got a pirate. S2302. Replica. So we got Euler and we got RR. We got Ara. Service object. Mond and Tochter high security wall safe. Numeric keypad. Location of object classroom 4B. Description. The wall safe in classroom 4B keeps resetting to the default combination. What's the point of a whole radio code broadcasting system if our safe can only be opened with the code in the manual? Interesting.
See, I think the reason the anti-existentialist angle works better is because, like, I'll say this one thing and I'll let you play the game, I swear.
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting to have a villain who wants to destroy the world out of empathy. Because, like, they just see all the suffering and they're like, nah, man, this shit ain't worth it. Because, like, you know, I feel like you can at least empathize with that a little bit. You probably think they're completely insane. But, you know, there's still technically a sympathetic villain because it is coming from a place of empathy.
Isn't that the motivation of the villain from the third Pokemon game?
Is it? I never played that.
Yeah, if I remember, he wants to just end existence. I don't know.
This
Memorandum.
Twix pretty good. That's
I wish
good.
I had a Twix. Memorandum. Wall safe codes. It has come to my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code broadcasting frequencies for the Protector wall saves.
That was the
Anyone
fourth.
connect this leak or to be interrogated until the culprit is found. I'm restricting all radio privileges for workers until further notice. Adler.
You don't even have to twist them that much, Jaden. Like, straight up, if there was an an insane amount of like if hell on Earth was actually created, I mean like actual hell, like suffering beyond comprehension, like I may actually destroy the planet if I had the ability to. Like, you don't even have to exaggerate my personality for that villain role.
Sorry about that, I was being asked about tea, which, you know, is obviously a pertinent thing I must acquiesce to. Young Führerin. Dankadaren was nicked off in Werba in Nestpassert? Keep records. Protocol everything. Remember, if you didn't write it down, it never happened. Get the right forms from administration and save your files frequently.
I had the money I would commission for you to draw villain Mako right now. I should be villain Mako. I should be dark as the night. I should be void incarnate. I should be the stillness of a universe without frequencies.
Longest effective cannot be opened. Laufen in den Gangen verboten. Has Rucksit auf dein Nachbarn? Jeder kann dich laufen Noren.
Oh, what if I had destructive interference powers because I'm a musician and I cancel out the energy waveforms of matter with like antimatter.
No, right in the hallways. Be mindful of your neighbors. Everyone can hear you run.
But I do it with music. I make antimatter fucking sound. Wait, can sound waves be antimatter? No, because the sound waves aren't actually matter. They're just like energy transferring between other bits of matter. But it's still energy, so like, I actually don't. Well, sound waves aren't part of the electromagnetic spectrum, right?
No, they're a wave, but they do something different.
Yeah,
It cannot be opened.
The sound wave isn't made out of the wave itself, it's made out of the things that are making
There's a
the wave.
character. Do you want to voice this person, or should I?
You're the protagonist, so... An Elster unit.
It's Lester, actually.
You should leave this place. This facility is lost. Turn back before it's too late.
I like your bangs. Your mascara's on fleek. So I'm looking for this woman. Have you seen her? I like the ponytail, and I like the tiny tie. Honestly, say what you will, but some fascist nations got some pretty sick uniforms.
I don't know her, but she might be one of the workers. All Gestalt workers were sent to the mine below the facility. If she's still alive, she's probably down there. It's very calm about dying. Could you restart the screen share? I think it's fucking up a little bit. Is it? Or is that just what the game sounds like?
The game was... I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like to you, Mako.
Let me listen to the stream to see if that was the game or not.
I could restart regardless.
It might have been the screen share, yeah.
Also, I'm going to make you a little smaller because you're taking up too much screen space.
Wow.
You're just blocking text that's already hard to read. Okay.
There's an access elevator to the mine shaft one level below, but you'll need an administrator's key to use it.
I like your thigh highs. It's fucked up. So do you need a doctor?
I don't know if they're a human or... Wait, were they a robot? Because they had, like, the stuff on their face?
Yeah, I presume they're a robot.
I'll be out of here as soon as the repair patch stops my bleeding. You should get out of here, too. I don't know who that woman is, but she's probably dead by now. If you still want to go, good luck. You're not a protector, so I can't tell you any more than I already have. They'd decommission us both.
Okay.
Can't help but notice that we got repeat dialogue and then new dialogue.
It was just like clarifying dialogue. Biobactone.
Evil, dastardly, villainous, low-key, depressing villain Mako. Feel free to work with Mako for actual proper outfit / look. My only demand is hyper-ass, because the hyper-ass stays on during dastardly schemes.
Why? You can't commission me to do something so specific for that. You know it's a scrungly tier, like, drawing, right?
I mean, you don't have to put that much effort into the design. I want my skin to be void black with, like, white for the eyes. However you think would be best to do that. Maybe with a hood. Like, my clothes are normal. It's just I don't know. And the hood would, of course, have cat ears. Why are you drawing this tilted? I'm just curious. Oh, maybe it's like a hood that goes all the way down to below my crotch, and there's like a piano zipper. But it's more like a cultist cloak than like a modern hoodie, you know what I mean? Like maybe not actually a zipper, maybe that's just like the trim in the seam in the middle of the cloak is the piano pattern. One of those cloaks where your arms are underneath of it, so there's no sleeves, you won't even see my arms. Super easy to draw. Just like a triangle. Yeah, I'm liking this. Well, I guess if my ass is gonna be gigantic in this, then the hoodie would have to like raise in the back rather than being completely below my crotch level. Oh, the hood goes all the way to the ground. That works. That works. I was imagining like some like tights or black leggings or something underneath. Which would also make it easier to draw the ass, I feel. I think you're just extending the like you didn't intend for the body to be that long, but now you're just making it that long. Like the scrungly proportions. And I guess that just means that's bigger. Wait, was this planned the whole time, this shape? Because the way you made those shapes all work together was like, it all just came together at the end there.
I'm a genius.
Could you make the hood like a bit wider so that it looks like there's more room for my arms? Like at the bottom, more triangular. And one other thing, could you make the hoodie like more triangular on the bottom? Like, you know how the hoods, they're like triangle shapes, or they're like thin at the top and then they come down on either side and they like stick out a bit to the lower sides, you know what I mean? Like that, yeah. Yeah. I'm liking this. If you want to take any other autistic liberties, feel free, because that's everything I can think of right now. I feel like the tail should connect slightly lower. I know I'm nitpicking.
I don't expect any less from you, Mako.
Actually, how does the tail work here? Would it be would be under the hood, but over the tights. Right? I think that makes sense. So yeah, just like that. I think this is a good evil Mako. Would you be able to like do your like little scribble and shading to make the cloak white? The cloak and my hair. Like basically have just my skin and the tights be black. I do have to ask, why is this framed so fucking weird? Like, you can do you, I'm just curious.
Free country.
There, now if I'm standing against a black backdrop, they won't even know. Thank you for the evil Mako. It's very good. No, Jaden, that is flesh. Wait. Is it?
What?
The the upper spheres, is that flesh or fabric?
Depends. Like, obviously, you could do that and make it into fabric, but if it was just flesh, then it would go like that.
Yeah, I think it's just flesh, because I don't think fabric would make sense there.
Yeah.
It's the leggings are hugging the lower part of it, funsies. And under the hood, the automaton that speaks antimatter. Evil automaton. I don't think it should have angry eyebrows. I'm not like angry evil. I'm just like trying to help evil.
I know, I'm just making a joke.
Okay. Antimaton. Yeah, I got the portable thing, but then if I really gotta get serious, that's when I go to my actual piano. Oh, it's got cat ears. Like, if I need to destroy an entire building and just reduce it to quiet fabric, just like utterly still quantum fabric, peace, no jiggling, no wiggling, I would need to play a concert of antimatter radiation on some kind of piano device. But then for small things, I have the automaton or whatever. There isn't. Wait, is that how they draw it in JoJo? Hang on a second. That little squiggle on top of the go? Oh yeah, that is how they draw it there. But like the actual symbol is just like a backwards C. It's just like a bracket without the the squiggle on top of it is an embellishment. It's like how you know in certain fonts where they have like hooks around like the backs of the R's and stuff. Okay, but it's like it's not actually, but it's angular. It's like a bracket, but like with the horizontal length of a C. So it's just what you dribble without the little extra thing at the top. No, I mean do what you want. You know what? This is fine. This is my menacing. Yes, that is how it actually is. That also works.
It's possible to join your Discord if you have one. I'm just under the impression that you might have a main server or something. People made a server for me. I'm not in charge of it. They won't let me do anything in it. Anyways, done. Commission completed.
I really like it. Like if I'm just in space floating somewhere, then all you see is the triangle hoodie and my eye and hair. I don't know. Well, I guess yeah, because if my upper hair is white, then I guess the tail should be as well.
Okay.
That is called a crack, Funsy Bunsies.
It never will be. Kreed can't have an iota of power. I'm so confused what the line in the middle of the Oops. I mean, if you got a crack in it, you should get it fixed. Kreed has an audience server currently restricted to high-value audience members as to not cause Mako server 2. Yeah.
Do not let it get out of hand.
Yes. Okay, so I think that is about good. Well, okay.
And also do not open it up to minors. Like
no, I'm not going to.
When I originally made my Discord server, it like I had a lot of people telling me that like my videos helped them with learning their gender identity and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'll let people who are like below 18 just because no, just don't. When you're talking about Discord, just don't.
I know, but like chat, I'm gonna be $150 straight crystal with you. Look at this stream. If you're a minor, don't be here. You should have figured that one out pretty quickly. Anyways, back to playing the video game and actually making progress, hopefully. Biob Octung. The protector key. Did the protector key. Main keycard for the observation room. The victim cannot be opened. Locked detective cannot be opened.
I wonder how hard it would be to make that evil Mako design for a Halloween costume.
Probably not that difficult.
Yeah, like all I would really have to do is take my head, replace my torso with a way easier to make torso.
A dead Yule unit. She's in a horrible state.
Some texturing.
Infected-looking biocomponents are bulging out of her damaged shell.
Very easy texturing.
What happened to her that would cause this? Maybe we should not have made the robots out of meat. Gonna be $1.50 crystal with ya.
I mean, they're probably just super advanced. Like,
A dead
meat is
fuel
more
unit.
advanced than robot.
Why was she abandoned here?
Wait, did that say human or humanoid? Oh, Yule. Okay, human was not there at all.
Yeah, Yule. It's the name of the type of unit, which I assume, given the same leggings, that's what Star is. The Yusan Dictionary. Replica, replica. Noun, plural, replicas. Kitej, replica. Shortened from archaic replicat, copy, replica. Biomechanical person, synthetic reproduction of a gestalt biological culture grafted onto an artificial endoskeleton enclosed in a protective exoskeleton. Okay, so it's a robot based on a physical person by using... It's like a clone robot? Gestalt. Gestalt, plural, gestalts. Shortened from archaic, Gestalt, original shape, compare. Archetype, prototype. A person that is not a replica. An aperture card microfilm viewer. If I had an aperture card, I could view its contents here. Well, good for fucking you. I bet you feel all special. A simple first aid kit. I can't use any of these since they're not designed for replicas.
I'm gonna deadass open up Unity and experiment with some texture work.
You're allowed to. I'm not gonna stop you.
I just want to see what this would look like. Jaden wants to know how much he owes you.
I don't have any fucking flow. It was a, sketchy, it was a, yeah, you paid a sketchy, which is normally, $13.37, but I believe we increased the price, so it's whatever that increased price is, I'd assume. And then you made it, it was required character design, but I guess it didn't really require character design. So I don't know. Give me $20. As for the thing I just drew, that doesn't fucking count. That was no issue. That one is just like the regular amount you did in fact pay. I guess I'm looking for places to be. It's locked. You need the classroom key.
Renoka, I don't know much about the server, but is it even a horny server? I feel like it's like an ironic horny server almost. Like, I don't know. I don't think people are like actually horny on there. Are they?
I mean, like a little. There's a not Roblox channel for a reason, but where's the text key? Yeah, there's a not Roblox channel where people are able to post like smut and whatnot, and like some people are obviously into that, but at the same time it's like it's not, but it is. Like Wildcard said, like it exists, but it's not like there's not a dedicated purpose for it. Like there's not an NSFW channel. There's just a not Roblox channel.
It's basically just the /B of the Kreed server, from what I understand.
I can see an empty glass from the other side of the window. The glass seems like it's tinted, or a one-way mirror. Memorandum. Terminology.
Don't think you'll need that gun or anything?
Nah. I announced the following by order of Aeon. Due to recent events, in accordance with the new Aeon Public Interest Media Regulation, AGM 87, the term, which is currently in use in various Aeon facilities, is no longer permissible, and it must no longer be used. Premises and departments that are currently using the term are to be immediately renamed. Okay, so a term is banned. Management personnel shall black out the term from all signage documents until replacement terminology is announced by Aeon. With immediate effect, usage of the term in conversation correspondence is an offense, obscenity to the state, to be punished with 2 cycles of double work shift.
Oops, we accidentally named our company after a cognito hazard.
It may not be easy, but we all have to do our part here. Always remember, our language shapes our world. A perfect world requires a perfect language. Adler.
This shit reminds me of the Project 2025 shit where they want to scrub the words climate change from all government writing.
Pick up pistol. Picked
Absolutely.
up pistol. Pick up aperture card. Picked up aperture card. Type 75 pistol. User's manual. The Type 75 pistol is a short recoil-operated, locked, breech, semi-automatic pistol chambered for 10 by 20 mm. This reliable, versatile handgun is the standard issue sidearm for Aeon Protector-controlled staff. Replica users, remember to first equip the Type 75 pistol in the inventory screen to designate the pistol as your primary weapon for the targeting module. To deploy the weapon, hold right-click to disengage the safety and enter targeting mode. While targeting mode, left-click and space will both fire the weapon. R will initiate a reload. Remember, do not waste ammunition, for it is a resource of the nation. When a target is down, try to finish it up by kicking or hitting it with a baton to preserve ammunition. I can see an empty glass in this. How do I know? Can't interact with the computer at all, it seems. Pistol. Semi-automatic pistol fires 10mm ammunition from a 10-round magazine. Easy to use, high rate of fire. Action. Equip. Hell yeah. Cover with a piece of microfilm mounted inside.
That was 6 bullets, I think.
Okay, cool. We got zombies. Issa.
Oh, hello. You don't belong here either, do you? I'm Issa. Issa Ito.
Issa Ito. More like, is it you? Got him.
You should be careful. There's something wrong with this place.
What gave you that impression?
I don't know what happened.
Zombies?
It's probably dangerous to go any further.
I'm gonna guess zombies.
That's okay, I understand. I have something I need to do, too. Take care. I hope you find who you're looking for. So, we're not gonna, say what you were doing here?
They were killing one of the zombies, I presume. Because we just saw text flash on the screen, you know what that means.
That's the thing, Jade, we kind of didn't have the layup.
Okay. It's how Issa... PKZ, it is, LDV560524, type Gestalt, Heimerwelt, Rollfront, Sector C, Achtenzugriff Gestaltet. What does Achtenzugriff mean?
Bernoka has a question.
Okay, alright, that's the fucking comment sent over. Is it possible to get like a ref comment at the same time since it's a character I haven't drawn? Okay, so if I need to design a character, I've been trying to add a like actual bonus fee onto that because that's difficult. Like drawing a character who already exists and have references, sure, I can work with that. But if I'm drawing a character from basically making a character design, it's like it costs a bit extra. I will be noting that to you. So if you want, I could make a reference first, but then you'd have to which would then be the bonus cost, and then you'd have to buy another one, which would not need the bonus cost because it would be not a character design. Because like the other character design's already made. We had layup after layup, shit's fucked. Bewitching 2 hours of stream. It's only 2 hours and 20 minutes in. I'm always down to draw dumbass twinks, though. Yeah, that's fine. What would the Maker 66 priced comp? I forgot, how much did I make for the charge for, like, character design? Was it 20 or 25%?
I don't know.
I'll figure it out. I'm kind of playing a game right now. His aperture card. Use aperture card. Bond Intoctor High Security Wall Safe. Numeric. The wall safe complies with USAN Public Safety Equipment Regulations 41 and 43, and it features a high-density keypad, proudly produced on Heimat by VEB Mond Intoctor Trezor Technic. Instructions for use. 1. Enter the code using the keypad. Press the confirm key in the lower right corner. If correct, a green light will light up.
Wait, I think stream is dying.
It's
Wait,
not.
No? It's not, okay.
To clear the previously entered digits, press the E key in the lower left. First time setup, enter the factory default code 204512 to open the safe. 512 is shown up again as a number. While the door is open, enter the desired new code in the keypad. Press and hold the confirm key for 10 seconds until the green light lights up. Issa's note. Erica, if you find this note, despite everything that's happened, I've come to look for you. Issa. Okay, so Issa and Erica. Noted. I like that the graphics glitch out around the being. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How's my gun doing? I only have 4 bullets left. I'll make them count. I'm sure if Liz saw this, she'd be able to say what gun this is based off. I'd assume it's like... Is it the Deeg? But it's like smaller? I don't know.
I don't know if that screams Deeg to me.
Deeg is any gun that's silver.
Wait, what?
A Deeg is any gun that's silver.
Oh, I thought you were like saying Desert Eagle, but in a funny way.
Deeg? Yeah. A Deeg is Desert Eagle.
Oh, you were. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, why is Blender's texture paint, like, fill tool such fucking dog shit?
Klassenzimmer. So classroom. Pick up the classroom key. Picked up the classroom key.
Why does it just miss some pixels?
See.
Why does it make triangles shoot out of my fucking UV edges?
Knock knock, it's Knuckles, the Knuckle Roller, Independent Knuckle, Magical Knuck Golder. Pick up Repair Patch 2. Coagulant type K. Pick up 10mm ammunition, 15. Yeah. Hell yeah, ammunition takes up a slot in my inventorium.
Hell yeah.
Destroy! And then look at the backside of this. A sealed single-use adhesive patch containing a coagulation agent to patch up damaged areas. Restores a small amount of health over time. Flakungsmittel Zerungtung Nur für Replika. Use classroom cake. Hole. Hole. Sorry, I'm just kind of like meandering around the room to see if I can find things. Like, oh, there's like secrets down here? Oh no. Anyways, Mako, are you ready to play fucking Dundertale? The hole in the ground. Looks like I can drop down safely. Drop down the hole? Yeah, fuck it. Whee! And unlucky. Uh-oh. They seem to be having fun. Sinus collapse, there's no way through. Block A7, work accommodations, and facility Sierpinski.
So it seems both of us are playing some fairly traditionally styled survival horrors on our streams.
Seems so. Additionally, the synthetic skin and hair on her head were replaced by a layer of thin, wet gauze. To replace tiny shell and missing, exposing her biocomponents. I wonder how this happened. Trash. Is someone watching? I hope nothing comes out of the elevator. It's locked. West Wing King required. Picked up service hatch key. Okay. Lever control's locked. Insert protector identification. Identification to unlock the lever control panel. Arbiter quarter. So the quarters for the arbiter. So I would assume that would be like an overseer, since the arbiter is the person who makes decisions. Krankenflugel. I know about cranking my flugel. She be cranking on my flugel till I A. She be cranking on my flugel till I B. She be warting on my Sebine. And protective order. Okay, this says A, so I guess I guess nothing. In fact.
Yeah, Jaden, and we were talking about like human versus robot art earlier. I'm playing human horror, and Avery's playing robot horror.
Vertical map of S23 Sierpinski. Lang orbital up there, the surface, and the factory. Then we have the. Okay, so Arbiter is the workers. The Krankenflugel is the hospital wing. Then there's personnel, protectors, and operation command. And then mine access. Oh, that's our shadow, I see. Worst. Oh, it's defective and cannot be opened. Making my way downtown. Skibbity, Rizzler, Phantom Tax.
You don't have to.
Mine access left. Showers left. A1 to A8 left. A9 to A10 right. Rationing office right. Mensa.
Menstrual.
It unlocks from the other side. Okay, Dark Souls.
Have you ever been to a menstrual show?
Me when I'm jorking my peanuts.
We're gonna have a menstrual show if you keep that up.
I need to be right back, guys.
What?
After that comment, I need a moment to go like breathe.
Did you not realize that I said menstrual the first time as well? Okay, they're gone. Damn, what did I just do? I'm very sorry he fell in love with boys and keep making that love known. What are you talking about? No, they haven't come into my room. They could kill me if they want. Like, there are knives in the house. I did not say menstrual. I can tell you that. I said menstrual. As in the thing women do. And some trans men. You know, women, they be menstrualizing.
I really wish we had cookies. Cookies would be great.
We can make cookies.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe we do that tomorrow.
That'd be cool.
Wait, do we need milk?
For cookies? Probably.
Shit. Oh my god, no, I want those. You can't have any more.
Okay.
That's the last one you can have. Stealing my bacon cheddar Cheez-Its. You see what I'm doing here? Just to like test it out.
Not really. Oh, yep. Now I'm getting the vibe.
Yeah. Are you not on the right fucking... Did you eat more?
No.
Oh my god, stop. No, okay, seriously, I paid money for that shit.
I'll give you the 2 quarters that that's worth.
I don't want the 2 quarters, I want the jalapeno pretzel pieces.
Too bad. Tax for me having to listen to what you just said. In reference to the menstrual thing, not the model thing. The model thing I am interested in.
Okay. Yeah, why is Blender just... Oh my god, it changes based on the angle you're fucking doing it from? Holy... Okay. So, you know how in texture paint you can assign it to only affect selected faces?
Yeah?
And you know you click on the faces with the fill tool and it fills out everything? Well, it makes it fucked up, and it's differently fucked up depending on where the camera is looking. Like, there will be like little bits of color missing where it should have filled in. Then you turn the camera, and that bit is there, but now there's a giant triangle poking out the side of it. It's Blender.
Finishing enemies. When an enemy is critically wounded, they will fall to the ground. Before they can get back up, run to the enemy and finish it off by pressing E to save ammo. Look out! Even finished enemies may recover if Lester loiters too long in one area. That's annoying.
Don't let Lester loiter.
Health. When a near-fatal injury is sustained, a warning will briefly pop up on the screen. Lester's current health state can be viewed in the inventory screen. Healing items. After using them, some items can regenerate Lester's health slowly over time when outside the inventory. Saving. There's no autosave or checkpoint system in Signalis. When Lester dies, all progress in your last manual save is lost. Be mindful of your health resources to survive. Says pressure resources. Lester can only hold 6 item stacks at a time. No space to pick up important items. Storage box. To free up inventory space, Lester can store items in the storage box found in each save room. And stored in the storage box can be retrieved in every save room. Cool.
Meow.
An oscillating fan is mounted to the wall. Work's uniform looks old and worn. Workers sleeping. In facilities like these small caged bunks are a gestalt are all a gestalt worker can call their own. Minutes. A blank piece of paper. Diary. The protectors have been worried lately. They're hiding something. There's less of them. Bing bong, boom bing. Ration plan keep changing. Alina says I am imagining. At them, I can feel their fear like it's my own. What are they scared of? Scrawled note. Kick 'em while they're down! Kick 'em while they're down! Kick 'em while they're down! Kick 'em while they're down!
Yeah.
That was actually not relevant to, like, the takeover of the monsters and whatnot. They just wrote that on their own. Alina's diary. Oh, we heard this person. A little lightheaded today. I hope it's not that new flu that seems to be going around. Can't afford to miss any more shifts. That storch at the factory was chewing me out for what felt like hours for fainting at work. Last time I got a cold. I haven't seen Lester the last few days. I hope she's okay. More and more people go missing in the mine lately, including replicas, and the Protector seems safe. Okay. F29. Service request form F29. Data filing service request form 84216. The full Protector ID of the unit filing request. Star 320306. Replica. Okay, that was the one we met. That was the Eula in the other room. Status, guard. Department, worker quarters. Okay, they were the guard for the workers' quarters. Their ID of the unit processing request. So the person doing it was Ara 32305. Service object, Himmel Type D automatic security door. Location of object, worker block A6 corridor. Description, the lock on the staff door in A6 is jammed again, requesting a locksmith. To us, electronics reset key is nowhere to be found. Set up a lock-picking kit, but management bumped the elevator engines up in priority. The next shift will have to pick the lock. Just trial and error at this point. Find me if you need a key to open the service hatch, or ask management, whatever. Funf! Funf! Use service hatch key. Sure, use service hatch key. Function. Pins. Oh, it's a lock. Yeah, okay, we're making a lockpick. Understood. So if I am understanding this diagram correctly, do you want... That's a... Ensure the image of the connected ultrasound sensor. Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out where in this image the key goes. So does the key go in here, so I want it to... Like, no, the key would be, like, up above. Because it's trying to press these in line with that. So... This one would need to press down the least, but this one would need to press down the most. Followed by this one. But I think that's 2 knocks there. And then... Because this isn't in line with that. So I guess that we do just try it at, like, the most median slope. Now I was right. What? Oh, this one. Yeah. It was 2 knocks. What? Okay. Understood. North corridor. Locked east wing key required. It's a box locked. It looks like it requires some sort of square-shaped key with a butterfly on the top. Okay. We're getting Resident Evil up in this bitch. repair patch. Okay. Save the game real quick. I don't really need to use the save for this time being. Memorandum, wall safe codes. It's got my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code. Yeah, this is the thing we saw before. So Adler seems to be the person who's in charge here, because all these messages keep coming from Adler, including the quote: Wunderwaffen Ursurer Nation! Im Kampf gegen das Reich Volk Einheiten. Wunderwaffen.
'Cause baby... And after all, you're my Wunderwaffen.
Isn't the Wunderwaffe the name of the weapon from the Call of Duty World at War Zombies map, Derise? Or Derise? I don't remember how it's remembered. I think it's Derise. Isn't it like the Wunderwaffe? Superweapons of our nation. In the battle against the Empire, Falk units. Okay, so Falk units are the very combat ones, and they are... It's either designated by... It looks like orange triangles on the lapel, and then, like, you seem to have a sword of some sort. Wonder Waffles. Pick up East Wing Key. Interrogation report. Subject worker S23A6514. Wilhelm Chen. Offense: contraband found in locker. Result: confession. Punishment: no food for 3 days.
Oh.
Subject worker S23A3054. Michaela Wong. Offense: illegal use of radio. Result: confession. Punishment: isolation for 2 days. Subject worker S23A4952. Wolfgang Wong. Offense: illegal use of radio. Result: expired during interrogation. Punishment: none. Not ideal. Subject worker S23A3924. Franz Huo. Obscenity to the state. Result: passed out during interrogation. A double work shift for 2 days. I assume a cycle is a day and not a week.
Hopefully.
Here we're S23A7331. Emily Huang. Offense: trespassing. Result: expired during interrogation. Punishment: none. Expired during interrogation on 2 different results is not ideal. Get ammunition.
You know, twice is a pattern, 3 times a problem. What I said just now.
Pick up disposable stun prod, 2. Electro impulse device. YIG, 2. Due to recent events, all faculty facility staff members are encouraged to familiarize themselves with the use of the electro impulse devices. We've been supplied with a shipment of EIG-2 disposable stun prods for training purposes. Please refer to the enclosed handbook for more information. Electro impulsor EIG-2. The EIG-2 stun prod is a single-use, short-range disposable, non-lethal solution for incapacitated, non-cooperative individuals. It can be equipped to the tool slot on the inventory screen. Once equipped, it will be shown on the lower left of the inventory screen. The EIG-2 stun prod can be used with one hand while on the move, and even while aiming another weapon. Once equipped, to use the stun prod, simply press C when facing a nearby enemy. Warning! High voltage electrical discharge may arc to individuals close to the target. Use with care. Do not deploy on elderly, pregnant, or individuals with known heart disease unless absolutely necessary. Dispose of stun prod properly after use. Okay, so we take this, and we equip. And so, now if we check our controls, tool use is M4 and reload is M5. Which one is it? Okay, so that's M4, M5. So I click this button to make it go zap, and this click button to reload. Okay. Just a quick little jerk. Okay, let's go. Sometimes Lester just needs to tear one out, you know? We've all been there. And locks on the other side. Singly short range high voltage electric shock weapon can be used one-handed. Turlet. Cell's locked. Is someone inside? Repair patch. Hell yeah. You could say, hello, is anybody inside? Why does this room need 3 air conditioners? Why is this room so dramatically lit? And this is a very open room, as if it's expected that I should be doing combat inside of it. Is the bulletin board readable? No. You good?
Probably.
Okay. Hi?
The hecky is happening here.
Hello, meat. It's breathing?
What?
It's breathing.
Something happen if you shoot it?
Whatever it doesn't seem edible. Mako, I have limited ammunition. I'm not going to shoot something that is not immediately a threat to me. R90. Service request form R90. Date of filing service request form 84-21-3. Low protector ID of the unit filing the request. Euler. The Euler's making the request. They're a replica. Status staff. Department kitchen staff. Worker quarters. Object. Euler RK7 spatial navigation module. No, my mapping module is still defective and won't show any map data. I keep getting lost on my way back to on my way to work or back. I had to sleep in a hallway last cycle because I couldn't find the staff elevator to get to my dorm. Please, I can't find my way around this place without a map. Mars. Aeon. Euler. Simple Universal Light Replica Yule. Okay, so Yule is like the default one. Pick up Mensa Key. Why does it have a big 14 on it? Mensa Key. A magnetic keycard for the worker Mensa. It has an X on the back. 14 and X. Okay, so nothing else in the pantry, it seems. Can I kick you again? If I can't see them, they can't see me. Okay, what's my ammunition at? 7 out of 10. Okay. I need to get that object over there. So let's wait until the big scary person goes away. Or I guess not. Well, there is one solution to this conundrum. And that's efficiency! Paid for itself! How many else can I carry? So that's then I can carry 5 of them. I presume I can carry more, but paid for itself. That's economy. That's getting a bargain. In this day and age, you need to really know how to get a deal. Paid for itself! Double! What the fuck is a Mensa? Fine. I really like what it does to the screen, though. I'm apparently getting slightly more hypersensitive due to my damage. I'm in danger. Oh no. So it says that it restores a small amount of health over time. So do I just wait? Oh yeah, it made my bar turn red. Like, my vision is getting more chromatic. Okay, I'm now orange. We've gone orange. What does it mean by hypersensitive? Oh. Diagnostics. Separate replica. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Periphery system. Motor. Periphery. Interesting. We had a lot of, like, triangles on us. Yeah, that was so much ammo. Like, I assume because it says, like, the square gets smaller, that I'm supposed to be waiting for the square to get small as possible. Because that would presumably mean I do the most damage per shot. Pick up the broken key? Okay. It's kind of gross.
I might try to make evil Mako as an avatar, honestly. Like, all I really have to do is model the hood. Ah, fuck. I don't know, man. Maybe next year. We're already over a week into October, and I really need to be spending my time earning money, to be honest. I can't really afford to spend it on that kind of thing.
Hello, person.
Are you modeling? Evil Mako.
It's Storch! Hi, Storch! You were mentioned in a thing earlier.
I'm gonna link in chat an example. This is like a proof of concept. I was just fucking around with the texture. Imagine this, but with like a cultist hood over top of it.
Okay, since you voiced a couple characters so far, I guess I could voice Storch. You don't look like you belong here. You're in Leicester unit, right? This facility is currently on lockdown. You shouldn't be here. I'm the protector controller on duty on this level. I don't know what kind of business you have here, but as you can probably see, we've got bigger issues right now. If you're looking for that commander, I have bad news for you. She got sick, and everyone else is getting sick too. That's really all I know about it. I'm sure the administrator knows more, but who knows where he is.
Having my friends one day lead to a funky model for you. Wait, are you commissioning me at some point? I don't remember.
I'm not going out there. I'm waiting here for new orders. Until then, I'm not taking any risks.
Try using the color management tab for your model. What? What are you talking about? Make it black and white? What are you talking about?
I like the sheer height difference between this Storch and then us.
They got some leg.
Their leg come up to like our chest. The fuck?
Are you having issues with the model being monochrome? I did that on purpose. Wild card, I did that on purpose.
Disposable stun prod.
Easier to do.
About the administrator.
What fucking color management tab are you talking about? I just fill bucket tooled the different parts of the model to be black and white.
From work shift controller to night shift controller. Due to recent events, some security technicians will be serving both work shifts and night shifts. Affected guard units star S2304, star S2305, star S2306, star S2309. Affected controller units.
I'm gonna piss.
STCR S2303 and STCR S2306. Until an effective treatment is found or reinforcements are sent from Heimat, we'll all have to stay strong and do our best to keep the facility secure. Failure is not an option. Storch Cybin, STCR S2307. Okay, so a Storch unit is as that thing says, a controller unit. Storches are controllers. Stars are guards. Falks, I assume, are military. Lester is a, like, they're just the long-range, like, land testing one to go on the spaceship. There's maintenance. And, Yule are, like, standard generic officers for whatever purpose. P.S. Keep an eye on the Administrator unit. Since the incident, he's been acting stranger than usual. Without the Commander to keep him in check, we'll have to ask Calibri for help. Nobody ever wants to talk to Calibri. The temptation. Overwhelming. Okay, we gotta figure out what to do with this broken key first. And I suppose we could head this way. What the fuck just happened there? This just occurred at the system may be caused by a hardware failure. This is contact replica technician service error code stops. I pressed the button.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah, I died.
Oh.
It feels like I shouldn't have. I pressed the electro stick button and then I just died. Like, it didn't even seem like there was an attack animation. I just died.
Oh. Wait. Oh, I see what you mean, Jaden. Okay, I thought you were gonna give me a lot of money so I could make you a model, but woe is me.
I thought you were Mako, not whoa.
To be fair, Jaden's design would not be very hard to model at all, so it actually wouldn't be that expensive.
Faster, faster. Gotta go faster. I mean, we technically don't need to trigger them if we just quietly walk over here and grab this key. That saves on spam munition. Is there a melee attack? Like if I unequip the pistol, can I even attack? I cannot even attack.
Controls. Is there an attack? Is there a swing hands button?
And this game sucks because it won't let me just beat the shit out of the guys.
You have a stun thing, don't you, in your inventory? Wildcard confirms no melee.
Fucked up.
Man, even that sound effect reminds me of Silent Hill 2. When you use that ammo. Wildcard, I just want to know, how much of a mistake did I make by setting Silent Hill 2 to hard? Like, is it just gonna make me hate the game? Should I actually restart, or do you think it'll be okay?
You could, if you die 3 times, you could adjust the difficulty back down. It just asks you. Do the West Wing key.
Forgot, okay.
And we gotta just talk to Storch again.
It's just
8 foot
It's just scary because these are the kinds of games where you can save after using all of your resources and just fuck your entire playthrough over. Which is really the scariest part of them.
It's not fuck it over. People have beaten every single video game that has limited resources by using none of the resources. I'm sure somebody has beaten the hardest difficulty of that using just the stick. And done it hitless at that. They did it shitless at that.
I don't like it when the things go on the ground and they slither around through the narrow halls of the hotel. That shit is actually scary. Like, the game does not, like, keep me up at night. It doesn't make me afraid of the darkness in my own house. Silent Hill 2. But so far, it does have a lot of moments like, Dad, for sure, you don't do that shit. You know? Which is its own kind of fear.
Perish. See, what this game is missing is the Dead Space kick where I can just smash the ground whenever I feel like it.
Isaac's boots of fucking steel.
Isaac. And it's Isaac. Even a small Isaac on an Isaac. Wait, how did I pick up this, but I did not pick up something else prior?
You use less ammo and the box is small? What?
Yeah, I was shooting when the box was small. What the fuck are you talking about? I understand how the game works. The issue is the thing is running at me. If I'm waiting for the box to get even smaller while it's running at me, eventually it will run to where I am standing, and then I'll start losing HP. And I give a lot more of a shit about my HP going down than my ammo going down.
Just tackle the shooter. With writing bots to Bricadia, oh my god, shit is gonna pop off so hard. We just need the money and the time to play it. Like programmable bots, you can make like a MOBA style game.
Why did I have to like re-equip that? That's fucked up.
Is there a way to make your like resize your player model in Mercadia, I wonder? Because it's so I can make a bunch of tiny little guys that fight for you on the team deathmatch. How do you program a bot with a gun to be, like, fair when fighting a player? What's the best way to do that? Because that's actually a really hard thing to solve, isn't it?
Oh, you know.
Because, like, obviously you can't have them just aim bot and insta-kill you, which is the most natural thing for them to do. But, like, you can't have them just, like, lag behind you a little bit, or else they're never going to hit you as long as you're side strafing. But they're not going to be able to, like, predict. They're not going to be able to act like an actual player and predict how you strafe side to side to try to avoid the shots. So maybe you just make them jiggle or aim around randomly a little bit. I don't know. And maybe it only adjusts its aim like once every half second or something like that. I don't know. Problem percentage of how accurate they are. Yeah, I guess you could just have them aim towards you, but then just throw a dart at a board with the coding essentially. Or where it actually ends up aiming at.
Access. I need the administrator key to call this elevator. I guess that's our main goal.
Yeah,
I'm a child. I yearned for the mines.
How I think about it. So does anyone have feet in this game? Well, that's not the sound you want to hear when you're about to get slapped. Yeah, have we seen any feet yet? This game sucks.
No, we've not seen any feet yet.
No, I actually prefer it like this. It's like they have bug feet, just like little sticks. What is the distance that you have to... What's going on here?
It's enjoying a view of the mirror. You do you.
What is the distance at which, if the knife-wielding lunatic is close enough to you, there's like he will stab you before you get to draw your gun? Because it's like a longer distance than you'd think it would be. I remember that much. Like, you know, in movies, whenever they walk right up to a person while holding the gun, don't do that.
What are these people? Search protocol.
I have Jaden.
Protector controller on duty. Search S2-303. Protector on duty, star S2-305. Worker S23A4822, Helene Song. Confiscated items, watch, ring. Residence dorm A16. Workplace political morales class. Arrested in ongoing investigation, stolen radio. Original reason for transfer, counter-revolutionary activity. Distributing flyers at university.
Avery, how do we feel about backseating?
Don't backseat me. I understand how the gun works.
Oh, the gun thing was us talking about,
I understand
program.
how noise works.
Yeah.
Do you need me to audibly acknowledge every game mechanic that is at play here? Especially when I read it on a poster. Distributing flyers at university. Worker S23A3582, Julia Huang.
Okay, wait, here's
medication.
a tip, wildcard. This will change your life. Instead of saying you should walk instead of running, ask, hey, Kreed, I have a quick question for you. Why are you running everywhere? Like, that I think will scratch the itch you have, but without it actually being, like, is kind of backseating, but also not really.
Because I want to get there faster, to answer your question, and I will now run out of spite now. S23 confiscated items, medication. Residence dorm A64. Workplace mining operations A. Arrested on suspicion of bioresonance. What? What's the crime of bioresonance? Confiscated hydroxycarbamide pills.
Alright,
Been sent to the medical wing.
We've had reports that your son's been emitting bioresonance. You wouldn't happen to
Special supervision request has been forwarded to Calibri. So, hydroxycarbamide. Noted. Worker, S23A0512, Alina Xiao. Confiscated. Cosmetic box with butterfly inlay. Locked. That's the thing. That was another place. Residence, dorm A61. Workplace, factory. Collapsed at workplace from exhaustion. Bunk was searched before transfer to medical wing. Worker S23A2367. Heinrich Fukuyama. I really do like the sort of mix of German first name and, like, Chinese last name. It's kind of fucked up. You okay?
I'm like 90% sure Fukuyama is not Chinese.
Japanese.
Okay.
Confiscated. Fountain pen. Residence?
Why'd you yell at me? Like you were like what?
Confiscated. Fountain pen. Residence dorm A22. Workplace mining operation A. Recent transfer from factory. There's suspicion of conspiracy against the state. They had a pen. There's Dusty Header looking files. Some sort of registry of workers.
So it's the Empire versus the state. And I'm wondering who I should be rooting for. The state doesn't seem so good, but the Empire is called the Empire.
God damn it, Mako.
What?
You got me killed. I started thinking about getting higher than the Empire State, and it really confused me.
Why did I make you think of that?
Because you said Empire and State. No, it's the Empire and the Nation of Yusan.
Beard, you need to rearrange my bones and internal organs. Chat. Wish check a happy metamorphosis.
Happy metamorphosis.
What bug do you think they'll turn into?
Beaver.
I think,
Yeah, how'd that walking go? The walking really paid off there.
what about that one beetle that climbs really tall trees because there's like a girl at the top. And anytime he runs into another beetle boy, they like take turns trying to throw each other off the tree so they have to climb all the way back up again. That could be fun for him, I think. It's like, imagine having to play Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy every time you wanted to fuck. Like, that shit is a journey. Like, can you imagine how exciting it would be to finally get to the top and be like, holy shit, I actually made it. I'm the guy that gets to have sex.
Entertain key with a butterfly wing pattern. Looks like part of it's missing. Getting Resident Evil up in this bench.
I think it's really funny that bugs can just fall from any height and they just bounce and they're fine.
I assume not all bugs, but like, you know, some bugs.
I imagine it'd have to be like a really big bug to actually take fall damage, right? Because there's just like their mass is like so low compared to the air pressure beneath them, right?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of spiders will literally glide just by existing.
There is a melee! I beat you to death! Damn it.
It's a shove. I don't know if it's doing damage.
Oh, probably not, but I wanted to try.
I remember back at my old place, there was a cellar spider that I took outside, and I put it on a glass table. And it walked off the table, and it just went diagonally down to the ground. Like, it was like walking in the air, like it was on an invisible fucking staircase. Like, it's just, that's how light bugs are.
This game kinda ass. Look, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying the game, and I understand the difficulty for which I have set the game to. But
I would climb a rage mountain for a boy, don't.
in my defense, see, I want to reload. You kill me.
What ominous noise.
Because I forgot, I never actually looked at this. Make a keycard for the worker quarters west wing. That's Alina's keycard. They're covered in, like, wounds. And so that's the person we're looking for. That's the person who was mentioned up here in his diary. This person, they... Let's keep schmoving. So many air conditioners for no particular reason. To be fair, that was kind of out of pocket.
Shaq, what bug did you metamorphosize into? You said you were rearranging your bones and organs.
One more time. Okay, now that I know that I definitely cannot sneak past this person. Okay.
Mixed between a stick bug and a roach? Okay, not too bad.
Okay. So as soon as I go through this door... Ha, evaded. I have 2 shots and an electro prong. So I probably should just whack him with the... Yeah. Where's the body inside the cage? Motionless body inside the cage. Slick as silk.
That's that one.
What the fuck is repair spray? A single-use spray gun to fill damaged areas with fast-curing polyurethane-based foam. Restores a medium amount of health instantly. My current HP is caution, so I should be fine.
I noticed the map says that room is called isolation, so that's really put on.
I'm really afraid I'm about to check the thing and the words here are going to say interrogation. Yeah. Frequencies. Moon, 59. Sun, 84. Scales, 117. Rook, 143. Tree, 182. Sword, 223. Okay, so Moon, Sun, Scales, Rook, Tree, Sword. I don't like that this room whistles. And save! Progress! It's cranberry sauce. Hey, I was friends with these two before I realized they were freaks. Let's see, what's chat we're talking about? What? Genuine question? I'll scold you later for running in like a dummy. You always gotta run in. Running in is based. Okay, Octopus plays game in specifically based in rewarding conservation and minimal enemy interaction and punishing reckless, careless, guns blazing behavior. Too bad! I game the way I game. It's always nuts and butts.
I'm not obvious about it now, Shaq.
It's pretty bad to be
this stuff does not happen on my stream. They're the ones who did this to my spray. They did this to me.
I've not done anything. I was friends with these two before I realized they were freaks. I'm not a freak. I'm an entirely normal person. Being friends with Kreed through Mako, and Mako was less obvious about it back then. Yeah, but check. I'm a really cool and friendly person, and I keep that stuff. I keep my work-life balance really good, I think. Plague says, it's been a whopping 30 minutes since my father's girlfriend stopped by, and I could hear the bed violently creaking. Don't be jealous that your dad can get it. It's a shame your dad has more pull than you do.
Okay, my words were gonna be, man, Plague, I'm sorry to hear that. You gotta hear that.
You need more game, Plague. That's your issue. Box. It's a mysterious artifact. Yeah, sure, I'll pick up the Plate of Eternity. Why not? Flesh, wall, door, snow. Okay, we're at some sort of satellite relay. Station 6. Land zone. Technic. Some sort of computerized device in there. Achtung. Chinese food. To Radio Officer Young, Station 6. Dear Iris, I hope you and Ariane are both well. I've spoken to the officials at Aeon, and they agreed that it would be best for Ariane to attend school in Sector C. I have a spare room she can stay in until she graduates. I know you two are inseparable, but we both know that it is best for your daughter if she receives a normal education in the city. Your love, your sister, Camila.
I like Wildcard's suggestion of like, yeah, invite some hot babe over to play Monopoly with to show up your dad. Like, oh yeah, he thinks he's getting it. My bitch just pulled off an en passant on me in chess. Like, he doesn't even know.
REM-64 Long-Wave Radio Receiver Module User Manual. The REM-64 long-wave radio receiver module allows a replica unit to directly receive and process LF, low frequency, AM amplitude moderation, radio transmissions in the range of 50 to 250 kHz. The REM-64 module is installed in the module slot behind the left ear of Generation 5 replicas. To access the module's functionality, open the inventory screen and press W to open the subsystem screen. The receiver module will show up on the far left here. Here's the receiver on and off, press E. You can adjust the frequency with 3. When the receiver is on, the frequency indicator will light up red and the spectrogram bars will begin to move. When tuned to a station with a subcarrier signal, the signal label will ignite. When tuned to a station transmitting a data stream, the data label will ignite, and the transmitted data will be displayed in the transcription field at the bottom of the screen. Rotfront Station 6.
You know, it just occurred to me that my greatest possible nightmare is actually completely possible in RimWorld.
Door's locked from the other side.
That game is so fucked up. But, like, it's only as fucked up as you make it. Except for the times when the, you know, a feral child comes into your place and, you know, you try to help him. You try to get him to, see civilization, but you take your eye off him for a little while, and he gets clawed to death by a squirrel, and then there's a dead child body on your fucking land.
There's a replica radio module in the box. Pick up the radio module. Yes, radio module installed. The radio module will receive radio transmissions on the frequencies between 50 and 250 kHz. Access the radio module by pressing up on the inventory screen. When tuned to certain frequencies, automatically decoded messages will appear in the transcription window.
I've heard if it was actually a squirrel, but like, if it was, it must have like scratched him and it got infected or something like that.
Rot front forecast.
It might have been a fox.
Temp 2 6 Viz 30 humidity 80 wind 2 5 2 20 end. Oh, yeah, 2 or 3 to adjustment. I can do that as well. Okay, so let's go for those numbers that they listed. Wait. So the first one was... faster if I do this. Oh yeah, I can just hold it down. 59. Okay, and then after that was 84. Okay. After that was 117. Okay, and then I assume none of these are going to work because we're not in the same location, but we could do it again later. So the next one would be 143. Okay, nothing of use. And then 100. Oh. We found a number station!
I see 413 twice.
Are you sure it's 143 and not 114.3? Because the radio doesn't go lower than 25? Anyways, the next number was 182.
I feel like I missed September. Would you say you woke up when September ended?
223.
Be right back.
Okay, nothing. That's gonna get annoying. So we want to set this to 160. Cool way of doing that. Bunker. And now we have this. Four, 9, 6, 4, 2. Okay, so yeah, I assume this actually does give the information we asked for. Two oh four five one two. Wait, that's the fucking safe code to the safe before, because these are the safe transmissions. Because they mentioned that the radio frequencies are being hijacked, and people were getting the safe codes from them. These are the codes to the saves. So
This is safe.
So if we just associate the symbol that's on the safe, so I assume the safe that we found the first time must have had the fucking moon symbol. Then it would have. Then it means when we gotta go. Yeah, making all this noise definitely is not gonna bother anything, because this symbol is a tree. Okay. No, back away from this shit. And then the tree was 182. 26005. 26005. Nailed it.
Do you think you're going to end the stream soon?
Oh, probably. Star S2320. Krankenflugel. Take an identification card. Plate of Eternity. A heavy hexagonal stone plate. It feels warm to the touch. An identification card for a member of the Protector medical staff. Authorizes access to the Protector elevator.
I don't like that the rock is exothermic.
Star S2320. Guard. Hospitaling. Level 3, Cycle 39. I forgot that if I, like, actually inspect it, it gives me a second piece of, like, information. The surface appears to be made of smooth, polished granite, black marble or granite. There's something soft and wet inside. Always a good sign.
Yeah, I don't like
Doesn't provide protector at low damage with large magazine capacity and high rate of fire. Polyurethane resin can be used to fix and fill damaged hull sections. It hardens instantly. Okay, I need to remember to do that. That I need to check things twice. Also, I did want to just go through the radio, because I heard other stations playing noises. So that was the first one. Okay, 82 is the next one. Like a really vague signal from 96. That 100. That was playing the weather station in the other place. It said signal here for a second. There's barely a signal there. $117 was the next one. Okay, 128 gives me another signal. Noted, just in case. $143 would be the next, like, big signal. $182 is the next signal. That was tree. I was playing music for a second there. $223 is the last one.
Every now and then I remember the Gino Lazy Star Cool X fight, and I get pissed off. Did I say Lazy Star? I meant Lazy Shell.
Okay. The what?
What?
The Lazy Star?
Lazy Shell.
Lazy Shell. Oh, right. That was stupid. Yeah, that could be the end of the stream. Thank you all for coming this evening. I hope you all had a wonderful time. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something I wanted to mention. I kept forgetting I wanted to make the anecdote. Earlier I was watching, Evil streaming a Pokemon Black randomizer, Nuzlocke, and they got a Trapinch and named it after me, which was nifty. And I joked, I was doing the Smash or Pass jokes, and the ones I mentioned was a Clang, and then I mentioned, Unknown, but only the vowels. And then a little while later, when I came back to it and joined, they got into a fight against another trainer. The trainer had a Clang and a Unknown of the letter A. Just the two Pokemon I happened to mention. It was really, like, the statistical odds of them having those two Pokemon of the several hundred Pokemon that are available in Pokemon Black, and that of the despite getting an Unknown, of all of the letters to get one of the vowels. So, like, the statistics were kind of wild on that one.
Yeah.
Immediately, that was the last battle the Trapinch, named after me, managed to be alive in, because they died in the next battle, which was a shame. But it was fun. Good times.
So you're telling me as soon as she finished XCOM 2, she was like, you know what, I need more guys to be able to die forever in my games.
Yeah, that's why. Look, Nuzlocke are
Darkest Dungeon a lot.
I can respect people who play Pokemon as a Nuzlocke because, you know, there's a challenge to it. You're Iron Manning in the weirdest way possible. Yeah, I got smashed and passed, it seems. But yeah, it was a pretty good day today. Bad times, good times, ups and downs. Anyways, today's most loved viewer is gonna go to that person earlier who was really surprised about Mako. That person gets the most loved. But yeah, remember to dislike, block, and report this video. After I'm gonna obviously continue to play this game. I was not super hyped to play the game beforehand, but I've gotten into it. I'm interested. They've caught me in the vibes, and I'm very excited to see where it goes from here. But
It
yeah,
definitely doesn't look like my type of game. I think the only reason I like Silent Hill 2 at all is because of its weird, dream-like atmosphere. This game has its own thing, but like, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this genre in general, but Silent Hill 2 I'm making an exception for.
that's fair.
But I like watching this.
I picked up a Stone of Eternity. It was just a thing I found. I just knew that's what that thing was.
Now give it time. No, I'm saying I would not have fun playing this game if it was me playing it, because it just doesn't seem like my type of playstyle. Silent Hill 2 is not my type of playstyle, but it makes up for it. It's still worth getting. Like, I'll play it despite its gameplay style.
I mean,
is what I'm saying.
So far, the game is fascist research in space with sexy robots and eldritch horror, I presume. Because we got flesh shit going on, and the thing set off because we picked up a book called The King in Yellow. So, like...
Yeah, that's all cool, but, like, Silent Hill 2 is weird.
Maybe this game will have its own Pyramid Head. Who knows? Anyways.
It's not... I don't even give a fuck about Pyramid Head, honestly.
Pyramid Head ripped that person's skin off in the movie.
Okay, all I know about him is that, they kind of...
That person got degloved. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. Thank you all for coming to the stream. I hope you all had a fantastic time. I will see you on Friday for the classic and favorite Phoenix Friday. We might be coming up towards the end. There might be another day, but at the same time, like, I'm not sure what information else needs to be known at this point for the trial. But yeah, thank you all, and I will see you all next time. Good